Oh, I'm here. I wasn't there, but I'm here.
Yeah,
Good
I
enough.
wasn't there either.
I remember for the most part. Let's see.
I know what my character did.
Oh, we have a new parking spot, and we have a cat man in our team.
And
That's it.
Evil's
That's all
helpful.
I
The
got.
parking spot was
because
acquired
of
because
reasons.
under threat of surveillance by nasty dudes who may or may not be after the group psychic, but we don't know that yet. We have acquired Catman. In the process of acquiring a Catman, have also acquired a bug that we have implanted in the Splicer base, or one of their bases, anyways, that might be able to get some information out of. We have also acquired a new level of paranoia, as we have basically locked down the ship to anyone who's not out there. Right now we're just doing reconnaissance, as far as I can tell, but not even like actual reconnaissance, just kind of data reconnaissance. Data skimming, that's the one. Seeing what we can figure out. But yeah, as for what happened, I don't think there's much more than that. We didn't have any other invasion. We just kind of helped work on stuff that was already there, and then most of it was getting Girani to the point where he can be sliced, and then the trip back, which was interesting. Apparently, splicers aren't allowed to go above the lower city. And also, we learned that the splicers were, as far as I can tell, they basically originated from a penal colony, so to speak. Like splicers were originally a punishment used for the worst of the worst criminals, and then eventually became kind of a fashion trend. Well, it's kind of like gang tattoos, I guess. Basically, you would splice yourself in order to fit in with people who are already spliced, and then it just kind of became a thing down there.
Fair enough. Yeah, that's all pretty much correct, as far as the party knows. And other than that, Evil's been asleep for a while, but you guys did hear that there are 2 more individuals, or like blips, in her head in system. Beyond that, so where there were 2, now there are 4. And meanwhile, Jace has been lying like crazy to Evil.
Yeah, and she knows it probably doesn't do any good, but it's always that just in case thing.
Yep. But I think it's about where we got to, for the most part. You guys had just put down outside of the police, one of the police stations on the mid-level. So you are now surrounded by police cruisers and policemen and women.
Okay.
Anything else?
Oh, we discovered that apparently there is going to be like a secondary effect from the terrorist group. Terrorist quote unquote group, who's trying to destroy the pillars or the wall, is only being taken as a serious threat because one of the supporting beams or pillars goes all the way up to the uptown. The uptown? Yeah.
Yeah, the high town.
There we go.
Yeah. There's high town, mid town, and low town. We'll call it, or interchangeable with city. High city, mid city, and low city. Okay. So you guys have landed. I'm gonna say over the course of this, 1 day has passed, which makes sense. Over the course of last session, I just didn't track it like I should have, so I'm fixing that now.
So it's been like 3 or 4 days we've been here now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say it was 3 there plus 1. So yeah, I'd say like 4 days.
Cool. Okay.
4 days and change anyway. So having sat down on at the police station and being told to keep your new Catman inside as much as possible, or under, or masked in some way if you're moving about. You guys have free reign. It is, I would say, around 6 p.m. on the planet, the equivalent of 6 p.m. on the planet.
I'd imagine Lexi's probably posted up in front of the door to the med bay just to kind of guard. I don't know. She's dumb. She thinks that somebody's going to invisibly open the door or something, so she's just standing in the way.
All right. No worries. I'm going to go ahead and move us to this screen.
Wouldn't be the
just
first
in
time
case
that
there's
happened.
something you want to do. But yeah, if anybody has anything they want to do or whatever.
I'd like to continue my my hack into the splicer systems.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna get on the intercom. Hey guys.
Okay.
Two things. One, I still have a corpse in my room. We need to deal with. Two, we can't keep draft. No, wrong name. We can't keep Cap like this much longer because I don't know what it's doing to her. Constantly forcing her to stay asleep. But we're in this, I guess, protective bubble now. Would be a good time maybe to let her wake up and see what's going on. Maybe? Yes? No?
Lexi will probably walk in and nod and be like, "Yes, this is probably a good idea. Drugging someone for more than 24 hours maybe not best." Oh, speaking of drugs, can I have some psych, please?
You want my special or the regular?
Oh shit! Sorry.
It's
Well,
it's been
we're
almost a
playing
week.
now. You can tell because Lexi asked for drugs.
It's been
Okay.
almost a week. I feel I need fix,
Okay.
Just
I'll give
not
it
right now, not at this moment. I
no,
do not want
I'll just
to.
give it to you, and you can decide when
Yes,
you want.
please, thank you.
Okay. So
Yes,
I only
thank
have
you
a
very
blood
much,
right
doctor.
Just to
Okay.
let you know, we are posted right outside a police station. Just throwing that out there.
Do you want
No,
us to,
I'm just letting you know so you don't walk outside blazed out of your mind. That's all.
do you want us to like lock you in your room? Like just make sure you don't get out and
Take away your gun.
yeah. I mean, actually, we have a spare room down at the end there. We could designate it as like a psych room, I guess.
Lexi would, I guess Lexi will try to explain to Jace and say, I typically I enjoy exercising pretty much nonstop until the psych wears off. But sometimes, it's fun for bar fights, things like that. I think I might do that.
Fights are awesome. You let me know ahead of time before you start one, okay? I like watching.
I have a small idea. Maybe work is distract many people.
Okay, cool. I'll get my popcorn. Meanwhile, I have plenty more if you need it. And so, what's everyone else's opinion about waking the Cap?
You're the doctor.
Hey.
Or something like a doctor. You're the closest thing we have to a doctor, so.
As long as we do not let her see outside the window,
okay, so I'll wake up the Cap, and are we telling her we're in? Right now she believes we're in another sector or leaving the sector. So
why does she believe this?
Because I was lying to her.
Why?
Because just in case someone picked up one of their stray thoughts about what's going on, they maybe get confused because if they're tracking her somehow, but yet she's thinking that we're going to do something, something like that.
Well,
Yeah, I would assume so. Yeah, definitely. But if she believes it, and then they pick up on her stray thoughts, then they may be like, okay, well then, are they preparing to leave? Whatnot. But yeah, overall, it's probably meaningless. But
there's also a window in the med bay. She's gonna wake up, look to her left, and then realize we're not in space.
Can we shut windows?
Anymore. She's in her room.
Just close windows.
You may want to shut that. Yeah, I
Would be
suppose
better anyway.
there'd be like a battle version, or like close all windows
Yeah, that sounds like a good
for,
idea.
or probably emergency sort of
Bulkhead or
thing for
something.
depressurization. It would make sense.
Kashunk.
Okay, every window closes, including a couple
Okay.
covers over the bridge.
Tex, make sure that all the navigation stuff is turned off so she can't see the location.
All right. I don't think she looks at any of it anyway, but sure.
You know what? You're probably right, but if someone happens to glance her memory, they maybe understand what she's not paying attention to. Okay, so we'll go ahead and wake her up, and we'll just not say where we're at, just in case. Okay, she should be up in about an hour or so, give or take.
All right. Take the IV drip out and yeah. So Evil, you'll wake up here in about an hour. Meanwhile, the rest of you. There is, let's see here. Who would get this stuff? So, Johnny, you are trying to search through data files, I assume. So, you have one line shunt currently, which means you're only able to get a little ways in. There's an active protection on that cluster of files that you found, although all of them are just marked with sort of alphanumeric values, as far as you can tell, and so you don't really know 100% of what's in there, and you can't really get access just due to you're not directly there and you don't have enough line shunts in place. However, yeah, I think without a roll, you could eventually get this after some work. You eventually find a series of locations, not maps, but sort of coordinates across the island. Not 100% sure what they all mean, but sort of cross-referencing. One of them is, in fact, where that warehouse that you were turned into a sort of Tiger Man is. There are quite a few others as well. There are probably 5 or 6 that are at various points, sort of on the outskirts of the city across the island. The island, mind you, is like a bit bigger than Manhattan. It's a pretty decent sized island. So there are a few here and there across the entirety of the island. I would say between 6 and 8 at various locales.
Okay,
Um,
we'll go ahead and note those down and forward those locations to fucking what's his name? Hold on, I wrote it down somewhere. Forwarded to Detective Dolan
All right.
as like potential spots of where they store shit.
Okay. That's fair. All right, you send that message out. Meanwhile, let's see here. Lexi, if you're gonna take psych, tell me, I guess. But I will say it has been a little while.
Yeah, that's why I asked how long it was, so I figured.
Yep.
Oh, is Lexi taking the charcoal pills to help out that I gave her earlier?
She took them initially. I didn't know if it was like a planned thing.
That helps if psych is an ingestible. I think psych is more of like a patch.
It is a patch, yeah.
So the charcoal pills would be great for poisons, for any ingestible drugs or alcohol. It will stop whatever is happening from getting worse as long as the cause of the of whatever effect is in the stomach.
Pretty sure I saw this in an episode of Batman Beyond.
That's probably one of the places where people see it.
Ink, is that you?
Well, I'll level with you. The idea for splicers definitely came from Batman Beyond.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I just sort of took like that concept and I'm like, let's fuck with this for a while and see what happens. And then I came up with the whole splicer organization.
I would like a Batman Beyond suit that I could fly, please.
With jetpacks.
I
It's gonna
mean,
cost you,
fuck
but I can
Jets
get
in
it
the
done.
boots.
talk to us.
That would be amazing.
Oz is your
It's
Alfred.
not impossible.
And your
Certainly
Lucius.
not impossible. Meanwhile, let's see here. I'm just walking through quickly. There is Tex, no real news to report other than you get sort of a message from the police station essentially acknowledging that you're there and that they will be keeping an eye out for any issues, and a sort of like, it looks like it's a standard form sort of thing at the bottom. It's not, I wouldn't call it a warning exactly, but sort of a piece of advice not to interfere with police business.
Okay.
As while you're there. You know, I mean, sort of, it looks pretty standardized, not like evil or anything along those lines. Just while you're here, please respect the fact that we have business to do and don't fuck with it.
Right.
Oh, you cut out there. No, it's a
Just a
letter. It's
notice.
just like a small paragraph kind of at the bottom. Just saying, hey, this is a place that we do business, obviously. So if you see something, let us do our thing. Meanwhile, moving from there, Oz, your work continues. I'm gonna. I don't remember how many days you were in, but because we moved a day, you get an extra day on whatever project.
All right. Currently, Tex, your bubble seal on your suits is going to need a day and a half more work, but
Cool.
otherwise, we're getting there.
Works for me.
Meanwhile, I will say, just you kind of put that that stuff that you got off of the assassin off to the side for a bit, and you notice, just sort of taking a 5-minute break or something and looking at it, you do notice that it looks like all the tech around this piece, this small post tech piece, looks pretty fucked up. You're not. I would say that without somebody who specializes in sci-tech / post-tech, you're not sure if you can repair it. But
you mean pre-tech?
Yes, that one. Yes,
Cool.
pre-tech / sci-tech. Without somebody who is knowledgeable in that field directly, you wouldn't. You're not 100% sure you could fix it, so to speak. But like I said, there is a small core in there of pre-tech that is relatively unharmed, but it seems like it's almost a standalone piece that the rest of this was sort of built around.
Mm-hmm.
What it does, who knows? But you also get a short message on your compad. And it is from Alia. Talking about a couple of ideas she had for some minor upgrades to her suit and running them by you, trying to figure out some ideas as to how best to go about the process of upgrading her own suit. Yeah, just something short.
All right. Yeah, I'll message back. Basically, I'm new to this whole powered armor thing as well. I've loved the design and the concept for quite a while, but getting to practically put my hands on it is obviously very different. But maybe we could compare notes sometime if you're going to be around. I've also been wanting to work on a bigger project. I'm sure you know which one I'm talking about. I was thinking of downsizing, to put it mildly. Make something a bit more sleek, a bit more portable, a bit more. I suppose the term is versatile, basically. And I'll just ask, like, would you be interested in working together on this?
You send that one out. You got a feeling it'll be a little while until a new message gets to you. But lastly, Leaf, you get an alert on your compad. Nothing major, but because of your background, you would have access to some more encrypted and specialized bits of, or sort of almost like a message board or like an alert sort of system. The alert is simple. It simply says that the Fenrir has arrived in system.
Okay.
Nothing beyond that, just a notification that it is in system.
Okay.
All right. So at that point, Evil, you fuzzy-eyed, groggy as hell, begin to come awake in your own bed, surrounded by Jace, a familiar face, and I mean, I wouldn't say non-threatening because that's not true, but a friend, and a gun-toting Lexi standing over you.
Lexi, what are you doing here?
Security.
Oh. I bet they're gonna contact me soon.
Yeah, don't worry about it. If they contact you, you just let us know what they're asking, and then remember, when they're contacting you, use that opportunity to see what they're looking at, see what they're doing, because if they do it to you, you can do it right back to them.
True.
Okay. Well, your vitals are good, I believe. Let me check here just in case.
Yep,
Yeah,
seems fine.
just stay here. Chill in your room for a little while. Read a good book. Try to keep your mind on
I'm hungry.
food.
Do we have
That's
pizza?
good. We might have some still frozen for you. Let me go look. I'm back in a few minutes. Bye.
And water.
Of course, water. Oh, I got a better idea. I'll go get you a float.
Oh.
Yes, why would she need nourishing, essential to
Just
life
give her
water
sugar
when she
After
could have a
like
float?
36 to 48 hours of being unconscious, why would she need food and water? That doesn't make sense.
Well, if she was on an IV drip, she was already getting
I know,
saline. So,
but her
Mouth
stomach is
dry.
not full.
Here's something that's not nutritious.
Captain, you look a little bloated.
Your talk, Lexi. I'm
Oh
gonna
my God.
cuddle up with my blanket more.
I think I love Lexi.
Now, if I remember right, and this is quite a callback, Evil was put on food procurement duties.
Yeah.
So about half of what she bought were frozen pizzas.
Yeah.
However, you guys have been out for quite a while. And based on the number of meals that you guys bought on station in the last month or so, because you had a month worth of food, I'd say you're pretty much, you got maybe a couple frozen pizzas left as everybody else got tired of them. So that's all that there is left.
Wait,
but you've only got a couple days left worth. So
didn't we stock up supplies?
Yeah,
when
that's
we
what
were...
that
Oh, you
little
did?
mark is for.
Yeah,
On
yeah.
Okay.
On the calendar.
Yeah, we stocked up before we went down to the Hoth planet playing place, whatever.
Yeah,
Because
the
that,
white
like, when
mark
we
is for
refueled...
next month when we will run out of food.
Okay. Sorry, I misremembered that. Okay, so you guys have plenty of frozen pizza.
Yeah.
Well, no. That time I bought food, so there's probably still some left from the previous trip. But I got supplies at the last place
Okay.
because I got fuel. I went in with somebody, one of the ladies, the warrior
Yeah.
ladies. She had to go into the station, so I went in there and then we got
Yeah.
supplies and yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, there's
Okay.
probably some frozen pizzas left. But it's all like supreme and gross and like not stuff you want. Yeah.
Lexi offers
I like olives.
Narisha like half a bottle of vodka.
Yeah, Cap likes olives too.
No alcohol for me. Thank you for the offer, but no.
Oh, okay, you're lost, and she'll drink it.
All.
Yes, you can get frozen pizza, throw it in. About 20, 25 minutes later, you've got a big sort of bottle of water and a frozen pizza that is now being unfrozen and cooked. So I'm going to use this here so I can put this in my notes. Okay. There we go. And you head back to Evil's room, present pizza and water.
All right, Cap. Here you go. And here's your food, and here's some water.
Thank you.
You remember where the bathroom is, right?
Oh man, I really have to go.
Yeah, I figured you would. Okay.
Can you hold my hand? I don't feel very stable.
Let's
I've been
see. You can
laying
support
for
her
a
weight
long
better than
time.
I can.
Yeah.
Lexi's just gonna flat out pick you up.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, I'll be in the med bay if anyone needs me.
All right. So, I don't think we need to RP the bathrooms.
Yeah.
So we'll just call that good. Meanwhile, Evil, you do notice that there's no continuing. I mean, how do I want to say this? You get the periodic check-in maybe once every 10 minutes to a half an hour, just to see that you're still there. You can kind of tell, but beyond that, nothing. But there are still 4 presents in system.
Okay. Well, at least they're not poking me too hard.
The moment you see anything or hear anything, please tell me. We will act immediately.
Okay. I'm assuming we're somewhere safe right now?
Yes, do not worry about where we are right now.
Okay.
It is safe.
Okay, safe. Good.
Girani, with a few hours more work, you manage to sort of get into what is, how would I want to put this? A statistical page. It is not too much, but it does show the types of transformations that have been asked for and made over the last couple of months. And you see your average, strong creatures and stuff, but you do notice that in probably the last 6 weeks, there has been not a crazy drastic, but definitely a significant increase in water-based um, uh, augmentations, I guess we'll call them. So instead of, your average tiger or bear or ox or whatever, you're seeing stuff like sharks, swordfish, whales, dolphins, that sort of thing, a lot more often.
send Jace, Tex, and Oswald.
Just gonna text back. Wonderful. What do we do with this information? Aside from just give it to, the guy who we're trying to get information for. Sounds good. Back to work.
All right. Another hour or so goes by. Everything's calm throughout the ship. You guys can be doing whatever you're doing. Drawny, you get a return message from that second one that you sent to Detective Dolan. The reply is pretty simple, and it essentially says, "That's rather concerning. We need an inside man. I understand that your crew has someone who could serve in that function, and we are willing to pay an extra 100,000 credits to expedite the process.
Take it.
However, we will need whoever it is to come in, to be documented properly so we don't interfere with you, and you would need to get yourself ingratiated quickly. We don't know when this is supposed to happen, and for the moment, we need to at least act as though time was of the essence." Mm-hmm.
I don't have any appointments, no. Do you need me to have an appointment? Yeah. You want to talk to her? Do you want? Maybe it is the best idea. Help her take because it's not a positional thing. It doesn't. It takes her mind off it, so she's not thinking about other stuff. So, you know. In what way? I'm not in the loop of this. I was just told to transform because you guys were doing a job. That's all I know. For doing what? Okay. Well, they think of you as a bodyguard, FYI. Oh, you want to go down with me? I don't need that for right now. Yeah, that's true. Well, Tex, yeah, because they know him from last time, and he did get buddy with a couple people. I think he said. And Lexi, well, they'd love to look at Lexi. She definitely has some mods on her. Honestly, I think we should leave Lexi here to guard the cap. Because I don't think they're targeting us. I could be wrong, though. Let me ask you this. Looking at this email, who else is involved with your job? Okay, so then, yeah, we definitely should probably bring Tex along. And me, I'll just ask.
Somebody else, out of curiosity.
Hmm.
Is Kai cutting out for anybody else? Just asking.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, me
A
too.
little bit.
It's your mods, man. It's messing with your voice.
It's all good. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't an issue on my end. Maybe let me try something real quick. It might help. Okay. Yeah, that was a lot better. Okay. Okay, just making sure.
So, who other than you and Tex is involved with this particular group that we're working for? Just you two? You're the only contacts? Hey, I don't have anything to do with this. I'm just doing the mods. So, if with that's the case, then you two definitely should go. I guess you want me to go back down there? Sweetie, all I'm going to do is just make a phone call and say, hey, I need some money. You got some work for me. That's all I'm going to say. Because anything else will be a little probably questionable if I start snooping around. You, on the other hand, you're my bodyguard, and Tex has already snooped around a little bit. So for them, you're just looking out for my welfare while I'm doing the work, right? Okay, so let's play it that way.
Okay.
So you go talk to the cap, explain to what's going on, because she's been out of the loop for a while, and I'll make a phone call.
I'm gonna go ahead and send Tex and then inform him that he is more than likely part of the away team that's going to be going down there again.
It's the email with the what was it, 100,000 more? That you immediately get like a text back saying "take it" in all caps.
All right. You get a reply relatively quickly saying, all right, we're going to set an appointment for late tonight for you guys to come in and at least be documented in our system so we know not to fuck with you. Yeah. It's about 1 in the morning, essentially, that you're going to have to pop in.
Like sleeping 16 hours a day.
Cat naps?
Yeah.
Sorry. Couldn't help it.
They're great.
Yep. I don't get the chance to be a Billy very often, so every so often. Anyway, to be fair, his puns are much better. Anyway. Okay. Easy enough to do. So you guys have that sort of set up. In the meantime, um, evil. You can't get anything distinct without actually trying, pretty hard to to go for stuff. But you get a general feeling a lot of times of kind of about these four presences that are kind of in your head, kind of out there. Um, and one has been bothering you. One spoke to you, but it was not the same one. Um, and these other two, uh, shortly after the appearance of them, you just kind of got the impression that the one that spoke to you spoke to them too. And about 24 hours after that, ish, because this happened quite a while back. It's been about 30 hours since then. They stopped talking, and here at this point, you feel one of them disappear. One of them is gone.
Okay. But they were together before? Or
Yep.
I just, yeah?
Well, all right, yeah. So you get the impression that two of them arrived in system basically at exactly the same time, so they're probably together. There's no direct spatial feeling. You don't know what direction they are from you. You just know that they're kind of close-ish by, and you can kind of get a feeling as to how weak or strong their presence is, and that's kind of giving you an idea of what you think might be distance. Those two presence reached kind of the similar strength to the one that spoke to you, and the other one actually. They all seem to be kind of at roughly the same distance or strength from you. And then shortly after, one of them just disappeared. Don't know exactly why, but one of them is gone.
Okay. Can I try to contact the other one that was with them?
The other one being the only one that has not directly contacted you somehow?
Yes.
Okay, sure. For the purposes of this, instead of just being sort of passive, this is going to be essentially your telepathic ability.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be one effort committed for the day to do it. So that's one of your contacts for the day.
Okay.
But yeah, you can essentially establish a link. What would you like to say?
I want to ask them if they are in danger or if they are looking for someone.
Okay. You immediately, upon creating this sort of link, there seems to be sort of almost a mental defensive wall that goes up. I mean, it's the equivalent of if somebody's trying to talk to you, them screaming la 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 la. I hear you.
Yeah.
But you're relatively sure your message sort of got through, and immediately you catch. Let me double check what sort of stuff you would get out of that based on your ability. You are one, right? Yes. Okay. You get an image through this sort of haphazard defense. A very vague image, but it's not of you, as you might have expected
Mm-hmm.
if this one was hunting you down. Instead, you see sort of a mental image of a ship. It is a larger ship, as far as you can tell, sort of militaristic looking, I guess you could say. It's got a large, almost looks like a bow, like to an actual like sea ship to it. But it looks like it's actually made for wedging through stuff, like breaking something apart, perhaps. Um, Protruding from the front of it, and plenty of what looks like weapons adorning the ship itself. Small, like, blisters along the side that look like they might be detachable. You're not sure exactly what they're for. It's not a ship you've ever seen before, but if you had to guess, it's probably a bit bigger than your own. Not crazy huge, but a bit bigger. And you don't get like a super high fidelity picture of it, right? But like if you saw it again, you could probably recognize it. But it definitely looks like some kind of military, slightly larger, well, decently larger ship than your own, maybe twice the size, um, and pretty heavily armed. What it means, you're not 100% sure, but that seems to be, after asking that question, the response to, are you in danger or are you looking for something?
Okay. I want to. Well, I guess. I guess Lexi's the only one with me right now, right?
Yes, currently, but Jace is nearby. You could walk over easy,
Okay. Well,
past the dead body.
I want to tell them about the ship I saw. He just walked away to grab me a bowl though, so.
Yeah, no worries. Who do you want to talk to about it?
Probably both of them since they're the ones closest to me.
Okay.
Hi, I want to tell you about a ship.
Okay.
Yeah. Put your headphones on. Sorry. So I tried contacting one of the people who didn't seem like they were necessarily after me, and I saw an image of a ship that looked like it had a lot of defenses on it. So that's probably what we have to be wary of, is a ship with lots of guns and is very large.
Okay, can you give me more descriptions? Color, length. Does it have a lot of bulbous spots? Does it have small, slim, sleek? Anything?
Big guns.
Big
Okay.
guns, and you would say that it looks like it was made to be relatively quick, has large engine nacelles or engines, but while it has its sort of typical militaristic feel, so a little bit bulkier than your average, it is certainly made to look at least relatively fast.
Okay, so
So for anybody who has seen The Expanse, imagine the Rocinante but more streamlined
Would Lexi get any
and
understanding as
bigger.
to who might be the builders of such a ship,
Um,
or the
you know what? You
military
might you might
group?
actually have a chance at it.
Okay.
Let me see here. This is gonna be a no check with, I think, wisdom.
Oh, thank God.
you've ever seen it in whatever else. Okay, a 9. This is certainly what is considered a fast attack corvette. There are a few different builders of those ships and a few different users of those ships. You would know that from your experience, the Chevka Marines use somewhat similar ships. And from the sort of nebulous description, it could be one of those. It could also pretty easily be an Esborn ship. And it could also pretty easily be one of the ships of maybe one of the more localized governments. A lot of more militaristic powers in general have ships somewhat similar to that, although seeing them this far out would be a bit odd, I guess. But Text Arcana would be a good example of a group that would have something like that, as well as all 3 systems in the Inmar, all 3 planets of the Inmar system, which is on the map. Grab that quick.
Okay, Lexi would point out that it's a commonly used vessel between all the
although
aforementioned
seeing them out
places.
here are a little bit tricky, is a little bit strange. But there is one thing that you would also know. Most Chevka ships are actually built in the Ellis system by Strickland.
Okay.
However, Walker constructs a lot of ships for the Esborn and the odd ship here and there for more localized governments and powers and things like that. And the respective shipyards will typically be the ones to do maintenance on the ships that they built as well, especially if they're carrying any more high-tech or potentially secret technology.
So is born motherfuckers and localized governments or military groups. They would probably be the ones taking this, not Shevka.
Well, that's interesting. I would have expected something different to be after me, but maybe there's more people out there looking for people like me.
The ship is not to be underestimated. It has heavy weapons. It is not a simple, simple job ship that is for big boy things.
Yeah, those weapons looked quite large.
It will be important to inform crew of potential threat.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to do that, I'm gonna sit here and eat my pizza.
I really don't care. I'm pretty comfortable here.
I guess we could tell them on our comms. So I'll pull mine out and let the other guys know.
And Lexi will point out what she knows about Vessel to everyone as well.
Mm-hmm. All right, keep on looking for a large armed ship coming our way, I guess.
Yeah, we should probably be somewhat prepared if we need to go into combat or something. I'm not sure how we'll withstand against them, but
We would not.
Yeah,
So,
my best
we're gonna
excuse
run.
if we get into combat is yes, running as fast as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Leaf will ask if there was any identifying marks.
Big guns?
There's a lot of things that have big guns.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess, Leaf, the question would be, how do you want to provide potential identifiers or not? Because you would know some.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, he would.
I guess from a ways back, your the boarding spike would be a good
Indication.
indication.
It's possible it could be one of my group ships.
After here, if evil relays that particular the sort of slicing bow structure at the front, it would fall into line with what you know of the Fenrir.
I got a question. Could we let the, this is to text and and such, uh, your contacts know so they can say if they see this particular vessel? So we can get at least a whereabouts of it.
Would matter for the job that we're currently on.
Were you asking if you did do that, or are you asking Tex if they?
I'm
heard that?
asking Tex if he would reach out.
Oh, I mean, we'll keep an eye out for sure and see what the situation is. But yeah, if that needs to be done, then it can be done.
Yeah, I think it might be a good idea. That way we can at least, get an idea of, are they near where we're at, or, and maybe even do a surprise attack if they're docked.
All right, yeah, sure.
I think Lexi would have fun with that, right?
I'm sorry, I couldn't really hear what's going on.
Trying to find out if the police, the contacts that Tex has, could tell us if they know where that ship is located. If it's docked, maybe we can do a surprise attack.
Yeah.
Or just, avoid that area.
But if we attack it while it's docked, it doesn't have the same defenses enabled, right? So
Yeah, if nobody's on it, I suppose.
no, we want them on it.
Okay.
We want to try to kill them. Right?
Probably not while it's in the city.
Okay, I have confession. When I was down there with you, Doctor, I saw the doorman, the one that doesn't speak. I don't like him. I want to challenge him to fight. Take psych after it, kill the shit out of him, make money. Things like that. Could be an event. Maybe bring everybody around. Where the mouth spreads. Soon. So I'm sure that. Please, you cannot make monster men without putting them in pits and fighting things. Come on.
I will reach out. I'm going to reach out to them and see if they have any jobs for me, and I'll also make that suggestion that you'd like to challenge the person. Now, is this to the death or till immobile?
I guess based on the rules, whatever. I really, I'm either way. I'm going to take this psyche tonight. It will be in front of that man or in front of ship. I'll do exercises for maybe 12 hours straight.
Oh, fun. Okay, so let me send him a text and we'll see where we're at.
I
Okay,
have
going
never
back
done
to
anything. What this is weird. I'm used to walking up to someone and challenge. Well, what
No,
it
it's
is you
fine.
call them?
It's fine. We're gonna send a text so
Fuck
they can arrange
telephones. Fuck
everything.
them.
No, I'm not using the phone. I'm using the tab.
Fuck that thing. I hate them. Technology, bitch. And then she just goes off on a rant. Okay.
Okay, Lexi. Let me go ahead and get the doc on the line.
okay, just before you guys proceed, I will point out the question that Evil asked that individual, one she hadn't talked to, was what again?
if they are in danger or if they were looking for someone.
There you go. Okay, cool. Anyway, continuing on, yes, the doc is available via text or email, I guess you could say. What is it that you're gonna say?
That I'm looking for work if he has any available, and I also have a crew member who wants to fight the said individual in like a prize match, if that is something that they do.
Okay, you get an answer back, probably about an hour or two later, stating, well, if you need work, we have, I've been swamped lately, so extra hands are useful. And as for the prize match, I don't know. I don't know what these people are about. I'm just here for my own research, but you could always ask.
Okay. So I'll reply saying I'll be down in a couple hours to assist you. And if he could give me a contact that I can start that discussion with for the prize fight.
You get a second response saying, all right, see you soon. And essentially, I don't know who the hell to talk to down here. I just do work, but maybe talk directly with him, and I don't have his phone number.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, well, you guys can go on to that, and then you can catch up with me at the clinic. So we go down there, and you guys can leave to go have your meeting, and then come back. Does that make sense?
Sure, yeah.
That way, you still have an in back into where I'm at. And I'll go get Lexi's attention. All right, so we're gonna head down there and meet this head individual you want to play with.
Yes, under one condition, Leaf must watch the captain in my place.
Are you available?
I got nothing better to do.
I will not leave the captain alone.
That's not. I don't think that came through. I did see you were saying something.
I asked if Leaf was available.
Oh, yeah. He's not got. Doesn't have anything better to do.
Okay, Leaf and
Sorry.
who else is staying on the boat?
Will be so far. Oh, sorry. Did you say staying? I think you said standing on. Never mind. I'm not staying.
Staying.
Okay, then no.
It sounds like it's Leaf, Cap, and Oswald staying on the ship for the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That works. Easy enough to do. Your appointment time is actually not too far from now. Another hour or so. So, in that case, Jace and Lexi are going to go down below. Tex and Jirani are going to go talk to the cops. And everybody else is staying on board.
Yeah.
Yep. Sounds good.
All right. Who do we want to start with?
Well, so we're just gonna end up right there right away.
Your appointment is in an hour. It's a minimum 20-minute ride on that elevator to get down below. So, who do we want to start with? I guess Jace.
Yeah, mine will be quick.
All right, so you and Lexi jump on the elevator to the low city. About 20, 30 minutes later, you're down below. Another 20 or 30 minutes of walking through the now very dark and not very well lit Undercity or Low City. You make it to the same sort of compound that you guys become somewhat familiar with. Out ahead are two different guards. One who kind of just looks like a particularly hairy, bulked up human with a slightly squashed face. And in this case, it would be this guy, I think. Yeah. An interesting. He's shorter and leaner than most. It looks like maybe a hyena hybrid or splicer. But
I have
you,
I have an appointment with a doctor, and I also need to meet with someone who can arrange a prize fight with a particular individual. Yeah.
they kind of look at you strangely.
Lexi will walk up and be like, the one who doesn't speak, I do not like the way he looks at me.
Yeah, and so we want to set up a prize fight so she can get it out of her system, and I want to record it because because it's gonna be a really cool fight.
The larger humanoid or human-looking guy who you're starting to think might be sort of like an ape splicer / hybrid, sort of looks at you and goes, "Can't promise anything about that, but if you got an appointment with the doc, we'll take you there. I'll
Okay.
see if I can find Torb."
Now, Lexi, you be good, okay? And here's a tablet, so you can set it down and hit this button, and it'll record the video if you do fight. Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
All right, so yeah, Jace, you're escorted over. Meanwhile, Lexi, you're taken to the same sort of shed area to just hang out while they attempt to find this individual who you now have heard his name is Torb.
Sweet.
But yeah, meanwhile, back up on the surface, it's about appointment time.
All right.
Yeah, I'm just gonna cover all up and then go with Tex.
Okay. Yeah, it's a relatively short walk into the police station, and you're sort of escorted up a couple levels of this sort of 6 floor building, kind of utilitarian and utilitarian design, into the office of Detective Dolan, who sort of sits down with you guys and sort of takes a couple pictures essentially, so that he knows what you guys look like and can update his system with it.
And I'm also gonna notify or tell him and give him the description of
and
Jace.
sort of relays to you. From what we know, splicers are insular a bit. If you're not spliced, you don't really. How do I want to say this? We've had a few individuals go down and sort of try to infiltrate the group, and we were never successful. It seems that if you are not spliced, you won't get on the inside proper. You won't find useful information. That's at least as far as we can tell. You're just not trusted in the same way. So.
Oh, and I'm just gonna lean over and to Tex is like, should we tell him about our doctor too?
What about her?
Just so she's on the list to not maybe get shot or arrested.
Oh, yeah. Well, she should be fine. There's a doctor with. She's a super short, really hyper crazy looking redheaded lady. You would know her if you saw her. Trust me. But it's fine. She's just mostly there to get this fella in. Is the idea. He's the important one to make sure that you guys got in your book there.
All right, it works for me. Either way, this may take some time. They're not open with everyone. I would suggest saying you're from maybe some other place across the island to hopefully convince them that you've been around for a while. I don't know. They're so weird. I'm not gonna lie, I don't understand a whole lot about how they interact with each other because I'm not willing to do what you did. So
Yeah, I'm hoping it's reversible soon.
well, it may take a few days in there. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean, as long as one of those places that I sent you is still functioning, I don't think I should have much to worry about. Our doctor can get us in.
All right. Well, good luck, I suppose. I'll get these uploaded into our database and should be good from there.
I'd shake your hand, but I'm not sure how these claws work yet.
Fair enough. Well,
So I'll shake his hand.
all right. He shakes your hand. Be
Oh,
safe.
and apparently there's some, and I'll just kind of like relay the information about the ship and just kind of describe it and say that I don't think anything had happened while we're in the city, but keep an eye out, and if you know of anything that's in a port like that, just let us know.
Nothing comes to mind, but I have. I mean, it sounds like I mean, S-born do come in and out of here for maintenance periodically.
Yeah, that's kind of what we were thinking too. Might be tied to those folks that were, well, the one of them that got in our ship. Oh, speaking of which, hey, so we successfully defended our ship from an attacker, a would-be assassin. Do you have a good way to, I don't know, maybe get rid of the body that we happen to have in our ship? He says to the cop.
Bro,
I'm gonna pretend like I didn't hear that, but I'm also gonna pretend like I didn't say that I understand the problem. And there is a large shipping container, I guess you could say, round back. Maybe try that.
Okay, much obliged. You know, I'm just trying to be up straight with you. We're not here to cause any ruckus. We're just trying to keep ourselves safe and now trying to keep the city safe too.
I understand
Also
that. Just maybe don't say anything about that to, anybody
No,
else.
of course not. Haven't mentioned it to another soul.
All right. Well, I guess take it easy.
Yeah, we'll keep you updated.
All right. And he sort of sits down, kind of head in hand, like, what the fuck is my life right now?
Hey man, we didn't ask for an assassin to come into our ship, all right?
No, you didn't.
We got the job done. I say we, they did.
All right. So you guys head back to the ship. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you got to mix it with other stuff too.
Yep. All right. Who's hauling this out then?
I guess Lexi went down with Jace, didn't she? Hey, Leaf, want to help us with a problem? Do you have enhanced strength now? Oh, good, because my strength is shit, so that's good.
So as you guys are exiting out towards the ship, you do see a police cruiser sort of thing, right? It looks almost like It's basically a paddy wagon. I'll just level with you. It's more like a box truck than anything else. Roll up, and 4 officers get out. One looking like he's kind of in charge. 3 of them looking kind of beat up. Not crazy beat up, but definitely took a few punches or something, right? Like you can see a black eye on one of them, definitely, and all that. And two of those are essentially dragging by the shoulders an unconscious Splicer who has been beaten all to hell.
Oh, shit.
Hmm.
We're still carrying stuff though, right?
No, this is as you're exiting the station to go back to the ship to go pick stuff up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Can I to kind of let Durrani go on ahead and then see if I can just chat with one of the guys that isn't carrying the dude real quick?
Yeah. One of them, once they get him inside, you see the 2 of them sort of start walking towards the back. The kind of beaten one up, the kind of beat up one sort of stands out there once he's sure that it's past sort of the sliding double doors. Sort of turns around, ambles back towards the paddy wagon. You can see he's like nursing a little bit of a limp on his left leg.
Hey, you all right there? Looks like you got into a bit of a scrap.
Yeah, damn splicers. They're always like that.
Yeah, I know, right? I mean, shit, they're just a whole different way of life for them, right?
I'm just gonna keep walking towards the ship.
Yeah, exactly. I said
Well, you know how they are. They're always aggressive. It doesn't matter what you do. Talk to them, do whatever. Best thing to do is just stun them and get it over with.
It's that animal blood in them, I'll tell you what.
Yeah, I believe it.
Where about you find that guy?
Oh, Lower City, as always.
Just a normal causing ruckus or anything special about it?
Oh, yeah. That one was selling illegal paraphernalia down there.
Oh, all right. Yep. I heard about some of that.
Yeah, well, with all due respect, I hurt like a son of a bitch, so
Oh, yeah, by all
I'm gonna
means.
go take some meds, but you be safe. And
Yeah,
keep your
you too.
keep your eyes peeled,
Yeah.
especially after dark.
Absolutely. And thank you, sir, for keeping our city safe.
Yeah, no problem. All right, and you see him sort of climb back into the back and start putting some like stuff away that seems to have gotten dislodged in the transport one way or another.
I'll catch back up with Durrani.
All right.
These people are paranoid as shit. Fucking insensitive some bitches. Oh, hey, I'll just sort of pull Durrani aside real quick. Well, I mean, we're walking away, but just kind of talk to
As
him
you
by
get
her
back towards the ship, because it's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
5-minute walk, so
Oh, okay, yeah, that's fine.
5
Hey.
maybe 10 minutes. So
Make sure, even with us being undercover, you try and avoid the cops. They are pretty keen on stunning people first, stunning splicers first. So try and avoid them, and that'll help you look like you blend in a little bit better. All right, well, keep it up then.
as collect your body and some other various bits of trash, including a frozen pizza box and various other things. Yeah, that's fair. And pack it all up and start hauling it off. You see where the shipping container is. There's like it sort of sits below. Like there's a set of small, maybe 2 or 3 steps that go up to the top of it. The top of it is off, and it is sort of recessed into the ground a little bit with a pickup area for some kind of ship. You assume this is sort of like mega dumpster on steroids, for lack of a better term.
Okay, cool.
It's in the back of the compound, sort of up against what looks like a large, probably 40, 50-foot wall, and with an overhang that covers over it so it doesn't fill with water. As you sort of, yeah. Any what? Cameras? There's one camera sort of vaguely pointed in that direction. Shouldn't be incredibly hard to, get around. Like it doesn't look like it's a particularly good one. It's just there to make sure.
If I remember right, we did get all the armor and stuff off of him, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
you
Good.
didn't really have armor. You just had that chest plate thing. But yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
But yeah. So you walk up to the little platform that you can sort of chuck stuff off of.
Yep.
You know what? Both of you make me notice with wisdom checks. Or actually, one of you, and then the other one, if you want to assist, you can.
I would be better at assisting and not doing the actual roll.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Notice with
plus
wisdom.
It's a notice with wisdom if you want to. If you want to attempt to assist,
4.
you can. Okay, never
That was
mind.
my assist, so yeah.
Okay. That's good, at least.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah. Johnny, go ahead and make me a notice with wisdom.
No modifiers.
No.
No modifiers. Actually,
You're
no.
lucky it's not negative.
Oh,
Oh
it would
my
have been a
god.
+1.
Oh, what did I?
How did you manage that one?
I don't know. I have a +0. It should be something. What is 0?
Wow.
What is that?
I can honestly say
You
I
got a
haven't
3
put that
and a
roll before.
3.
That's better. It's still +0 though.
Hold on.
+0 skill.
How did the first one happen? Because it says you rolled 2 3s and then you have a +1.
I don't know. Hold on.
Okay,
1 second. No. That didn't do it.
Flat out just didn't register the number.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
Okay, well, I can at least see that you rolled technically a 7 because you got 3 3 and then you have a +1.
I guess we'll just have to double check all zeros that get rolled just to make sure.
Yeah, I'll be doing that. That's weird. Okay. You notice as you're sort of you're starting to chuck stuff into the trash. Starting with like a little bit of regular trash to test the waters. One of your trash bags sort of moves a little bit, and you see what looks like a clawed foot in the trash.
Like moving in the trash or just in the trash?
Just in the trash.
Oh shit. I get the feeling that this isn't the first body to go in this fucking dumpster.
Oh no, why else would they mention it? Now they have dirt on us too.
Fuck.
Oh, not the first time I've seen it. What happens when you only have the top 5% of the people running everything else for the other 95 that are living under them?
Yeah.
They buy everything up.
Let's not dawdle too long. Let's drop the body in and go.
Is there a data line I can see that's out of sight of the camera?
Yeah, the camera's about 20 foot up though. But then let me think this one through, because that would be on that post. Yeah, there's a data line you could probably get to. You have to be kind of quick, but you could do it. Not necessarily gonna make you roll for it. There's nobody back here. The smell's pretty bad, so most people seem to avoid it.
Gee, I wonder why.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm just gonna Is the data line on the way back to the ship, or is it like just off in a corner?
It's kind of off in a corner. It's not really on your way.
You know what? No, I'm not gonna do it. All right, I'm just gonna head back to the ship. All right, let's get out of here.
Okay.
Well, I was going to say we should not tell Jace we moved the body and see what happened, but that kind of put a damper on any sort of fun ideas.
Mm.
So, you guys head back to the ship with whatever inferences you want to draw from that. Meanwhile, ship has stayed quiet this whole time. You were only gone for maybe half an hour, 45 minutes total. Meanwhile, back down below, eventually, Lexi, as you're getting bored as fuck sitting in this room with nobody else there, it's dark as hell. You can kind of see out one of the windows, but it's still dark as hell. A hulking figure sort of walks up to the door and opens it, and sort of has to duck down quite a ways to sort of enter into the room.
Lexi looks a lot less bored now.
Yeah. You see the hulking figure of the individual who you've recently learned is named Torb. And he just looks at you.
So is he standing there or is he sitting down as well?
No, he's just sort of standing there at the doorway.
Okay, yeah, Lexi will stand up and just say, I've noticed you glare when we first meet. I don't like that. You think you better than me, yes? Because you different.
He just looks at you.
Well, I happen to be a living persona of what you call karma. Uh, I understand that if somebody is thinking they better like men thinking better than woman, yes, I am going to I'm here to prove wrong, yes. If you believe this, step forward. I challenge you to fight. If you truly think you better, then she'll like she'll like flex one of her biceps and like kiss it and be like, then test against pure Chefkin muscle.
He sort of looks you up and down for a moment. You can see him just sort of mulling it over, and then slowly takes one lumbering step forward.
Oh shit!
This is a very educational moment, I think, for you. This will be great. Could you show me how to use phone, please? And she'll like show her show him the combat.
He sort of looks at it, and you get the first like actual reaction of any kind out of him. He just sort of shrugs.
I already respect you a little bit more for not liking this shit. Anyway, I wish to fight. If there is an arrangement that can be made, please show me who it is, and I would very much like to settle this.
Okay. Um, he just sort of looks at you, and you get this very slow nod, and he just turns around, leaves the door open, and walks out into the courtyard.
She'll follow at a respectable distance.
Okay.
Holy shit! This is like the most civil way I've ever had a fight in my life. I don't. This is kind of weird, but whatever. These fucking weirdos are whatever.
Let's see here.
Okay, all right. I don't. Do I have to like roll to figure out how the fuck to use this phone, or can I like eventually like be able to like
I'm not
figure
gonna
out how
make
to
you roll for that. Like eventually you'd figure it
Alright.
out. You've seen it happen enough.
All right.
Oh, come on, make a roll.
No, not this time.
Yeah, Lexi will just call everybody and just kind of give them a little invoice and just be like, I've set up a fight between myself and one of these spliced people. I'm not sure. I will send you details later, but if you wish to make some money, yeah, it might be worth going to.
Like it's
At
a
this
little
point,
bit
I'm gonna
late
pick
for
up my
that.
phone. It's like, wait, what? Oh,
How the fuck do you end this shit? Is a button here or what the fuck?
okay, bottom right corner. You see that red button with the U on it? Just hit that.
It is so small. My finger is like 4 times size of button. How the fuck? Okay, all right. I pressed like 3 times. It's not.
No, use your index finger, your pointer, and then just like you're trying to push its small pin.
She gets it. She'll get it. She'll get it.
Fucking live ID. Like talking to your grandparents with FaceTime.
All right. So, at this point, let's see if this is the right one. Put this to that. There we go. At this point, he turns around and looks at you and pulls out of his sort of what you can see are these this sort of chain that's hanging around his belt, just like a little loop. He pulls out 2 what look like kind of brass knuckles looking things, and he just looks at you holding them up.
What, like, is he wearing them or is he like?
No, he's just holding them on the chain, sort of. You get the feeling he's maybe asking you if we're doing this with weapons or not.
Oh my god.
If you want to use actual weapons, then she'll just like look at her back, which has a great sword on it, or like look to her plasma projectors. Then I wholeheartedly accept. But she'll put her plasma projector down and just kind of just look at her great sword and just kind of look at him again to see if he wants to like rethink that decision.
For the first time, you get sort of this mini grin across his face. I mean, it's really subtle. As he slips on this pair of what look like sort of brass knuckles.
Oh no.
Lexi will just shrug and be like, "Duh, okay, I will accept." And is there like anybody around? Like, cause Lexi's looking at to like try to make some money off of her fight here.
There are the guards off to the side. It's relatively quiet at the moment.
Not for fucking long, Ryman.
Nope.
Any bets happening? Would anybody like to bet on this fight? I believe I would be completely victorious over this man. I do not believe he is stronger than me. If you believe otherwise, then put your credits where your mouth may be. Wherever the fuck it is.
Shouting this into the night.
What's that?
Are you just shouting this into the night or shouting it at him?
Well, you said there's a couple guards around, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, she'll be probably
They're kinda
looking at
like-
the guards just because, she's done that kind of shit before and
Yeah.
it's kind of common.
Okay, they're maybe 100 feet away or so, and a couple of the larger gorilla-looking guy sort of hands the hyena guy sort of what looks like a small cred stick and says, "On Dorb." And the hyena runs over and sort of sets it down on the ground a little ways away. You're not 100% sure how much it is, but looks significant.
Whatever price that may be, I will match it on my own victory.
The gorilla sort of nods his head.
Holy shit, this is amazing. And yeah, she'll oh shit. Lexi barely remembers to pull out that little data pad thing. I don't know. Fuck, does she even know how to set it down right?
Yeah, I'd say you'd know the basics.
Okay, yeah. She'll set it
Just
up
like using
and
a camera on a camera phone, basically.
all
You
right,
can
yeah,
figure
she'll
it
get
out.
the feed rolling, I guess, and
Okay.
just show she'll put the feet on, and the first thing you see is Lexi just kind of coming into focus, stepping out into focus, and then pulling out her sword and like pointing at it and be like, "I get to use this."
All right.
Because of course you would.
As you pull your sword out, you see this Torb character sort of set himself back in a fighting position, fists up, and sort of like looks to you, kind of to see if you're ready or not, sort of thing. Like before he's not gonna go until you're ready.
Right, right.
But as you sort of pull your sword out, are you taking a ready stance at that point?
Yeah, after just flashing it to the guys, she kind of pays more attention to him, kind of puts her neck to both sides, maybe cracks something down there, and just kind of gets herself in the stance. Yeah,
Okay.
she'll
At
nod.
that point, Torb sort of nods to you, cracks the two knuckles together, and they light up with sparks.
Oh fuck me!
And then, faster than you would have thought, he rushes you.
Okie pokey.
He's gonna throw his 2 punches. So let me do that.
I hope you have fun,
real quick.
Lexi.
I actually wish I'd start to lose, because then there's more. Wait, I shouldn't say
The
that. Never mind.
modifier, that is a 5 to hit and a 16 to hit.
That meets, I think. Yeah, it meets my armor class. So I don't know.
So you're
Does it meet
taking
it beats?
9 damage as you get
Okay.
slammed into you. Also, everyone is treated as AC 10 against, so you're going to take a 3 further shock damage from the first attack as just the weight of him, as you sort of block the attack. The sparks turn out to be electricity, and it courses down through your blade and into your arm a bit.
Okay, so that's an extra 3 then.
Yeah, from the first attack.
Okay.
And that is his turn.
I would be dead.
This dude hits fucking hard. There's a reason he's the guard, okay? He's really good at what he does. And Lexi decided to pick a fight with him, so fuck it.
I was not expecting weapons. Fuck, you threw me for a loop, right? But
You could have said no.
You could have said no.
Lexi's
was on you.
dumbass.
I said you, not Lexi, could have said no.
You
Yeah,
know
I know, but still,
the
this is
scary
more
thing
fun.
is, I could have Jace could have taken that hit.
Jesus Christ.
How the fuck?
Wow.
You can take
Granted,
12 damage. That's impressive.
Yeah,
Yeah, not bad.
but that's it. I'll be done with the touch after that.
Fair enough.
All right, you get to be in the front lines from now on.
Okay. Lexi's just gonna be fairly impressed by that. She's gonna kind of
Actually, I read that wrong.
take a
You
foot
don't
back or
take that
whatever.
extra 3 because he didn't meet a 10. If he rolls a 10
Oh.
or higher, you take an extra 3.
Okay, so I do get the 3
So-
back. Okay.
Hold on. So you don't take the extra 3 from the first attack, but you
Okay.
do from the second because he did roll above a 10.
Oh,
I was just
gotcha. Alright.
reading that wrong. That's all.
No worries. Gotcha.
Okay. Continue.
Well-
What would you like to do?
I would still be rolling even if I took the extra 2. Just saying. All right. Lexi is going to just hammer down on this man.
All right.
She's gonna just throw down a crazy, I don't know, down-handed swing on him.
Okay. $23 for a
fuck.
further 12. That will hit. And his AC is less than 15, so he's going to take a further 3. All right. That fucking hurt. You slice in, getting a long gash kind of along his left arm, and but dig in further, sort of all the way down his left side, sort of across his rib cage and down into his thigh.
Oh fuck.
It was a heavy ass fucking hit, and you can see him sort of turn that side away, trying to get the blade off of you, and he does there at the end. It's not a mortal wound, but he's certainly hurt. But anything else you're gonna do here? Or I think that's all you got.
Do you have a second attack?
I don't think so. I don't think there is anything like that mentioned
Yeah.
about the.
Specific weapons get extras and stuff, but yeah, and like in this case, this guy gets extras because he's got 2 fists and can throw them
Yeah, I think
quickly.
this
But
is the heavy. It's just a one attack.
yeah.
Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, Lexi will just fucking scream in his face.
All right. He sort of looks at you and all of a sudden starts taking you a little more seriously. Closes up his guard. And he's going to swing 2 more times. One with sort of like a quick, well, not a quick, but a pretty heavy haymaker first, followed by a jab straight to the gut. So his first attack is a 16 for 5, which means a total of 8.
Lexi will go down.
Wait
And
for the second attack.
as his second fist swings out, seeing that you are now unconscious and sort of falling backwards, he swings his fist up instead and grabs onto your shirt to prevent you from falling to the ground. Quickly he sort of like looks around, and then reaches down on his belt and grabs a small medical patch and slaps it on your body. Essentially, it's the Lazarus patch, and he brings you back.
Well, Lexi's gonna use her
really good
ability to come back before he even uses a patch and
Okay.
just fucking headbutt him with her metal plate.
Okay. Fuck yeah. So he's like reaching out with a patch, thinking you're down, and you headbutt the guy. Go for it.
Feels great, doesn't it?
All
It'll just
right.
be it'll be a sort of like a punch, I guess. It's 1d2,
Okay.
but 1d2 plus your attack bonus and everything.
That was
In
the
weapons,
best.
you can set it to punch if you want. I'll even give you a +1. Fuck it. It's a metal plate.
Because
That'll
he's
hurt.
not ready.
Okay, so just
Yeah.
flat out punch +1, or am I using a modifier at all?
Well, the modifier will be a +1.
I mean, a stat. Am I using an attribute?
Punch with strength would make sense.
Okay.
That's the best thing about being a half orc.
Yeah.
And then +1.
And then your attack bonus, right?
All right. That's a 9. That's good enough to do. Roll me a because that's more of a check. I was thinking you can set it as weapons as punch. Sorry. But go ahead and roll me 1d2 plus your strength mod. And
Oh
your
wait, I
attack
do have a
bonus.
punch here. Oh wait, never
Yeah,
mind.
yeah.
I got a punch. I got a punch. I'll try it
Okay.
again.
Okay. Just add a 1 to that.
Well,
Yeah. You I
Gonna
will say
use
that
her
I will
ability
say
to
that
make that hit though.
Okay. So you do a further 3 damage to him, and you see him kind of stagger for a second, almost lose consciousness, and then look back at you. Now with you in his grasp, he's got the patch in one hand, he's holding you by the other. You get the feeling that he just might have had a moment similar to yours, where he dropped below 0 and then came back to 1.
Oh fuck!
Because he's
And
got
now it's his
diehard.
turn.
Some bitch.
He's got diehard. He's a tanky motherfucker. He's gonna swing at you. He only gets 1 because he's holding you in the other. That's an 8. That actually doesn't hit, and it doesn't beat a 10. So, you get a chance to swing back at him.
Oh my fucking god! All right, so I probably don't have my weapon on me, so it's just a punch, huh?
I would argue that your weapon is sort of fallen into the dirt, or like, sort of fallen into the dirt, but you are capable of grabbing it if you want to. But it
Fucking
will
grab
be.
it.
It will be. I'm going to give you a -2 mod to attack with it.
Oh,
just because you're going to have to do it from a weird angle, and he's holding you.
Done. All right, yeah, she's gonna swing.
All right.
-2.
Oh, dear lord!
Oh my god.
Let's see here.
So yeah, she'll give out like a fucking raging battle cry and just heave down.
Yep. You manage to swing it up, get another slash, and he does kind of avoid it as he gets hit, but you can see as that happens, the blade sort of twists in your hand a little bit and smacks him in the chin. You can see his eyes kind of go white as he, like a giant oak tree, just flat falls on his back. Dust kicking up around him. But you could also see something kind of interesting. As the blood that had been coming out on his left side sort of slows down. And you get the feeling that he's stabilized himself somehow. He's unconscious, but he's not bleeding out.
Okay. Lexi will look around and just kind of make sure that everybody accepts her victory on this real quick. All the guards.
The gorilla guy sort of looks at you shocked, but slowly nods. Like,
Yeah,
okay, you did a good job. You won that one.
yeah. She'll grab the patch that he was going to use on her and to put it on him.
Okay. Yeah. A little while later, he maybe 10 minutes or so goes by, and Torb sort of comes back around, kind of gets up into a sitting position, looks at his injuries and stuff, and then eventually looks up to you, nods, stands up, and without any other than the visual evidence, you do not see any physical evidence of him being hurt as he walks away. Like, it looks like he's hurt, but like you wouldn't know it. Like, he doesn't favor that side or anything like that.
He looks
sort of
unfazed.
not like this is normal. And as he does, and you really haven't gotten a close look at him, you see what look like maybe hundreds below his sort of relatively thin fur on the back, hundreds of what look like relatively short scars across his back.
Okay. She'll make a mental note of all of that interaction right there.
Okay. And he sort of ambles back towards not so much the warehouse, but back towards the back of the compound, towards what look like various houses, sort of shacks more than anything else. But you can see a couple of people there over there with little lanterns lit and things like that. And he heads back in that general direction.
Okay. Yeah. Lexi will go pick up the cred stick that the guy put down and just kind of look at everyone and be like, I just hope this is a lesson to all of you. Never underestimate Shevkin, especially the women. And then she'll just kind of walk off and counter credits.
1,000 credits.
1,000?
1,000 credits, yeah.
Alrighty.
Damn.
They were pretty sure Torb would win, and usually for a really good fucking reason. He is... Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, that scared the shit out of me, bro.
You literally went into the compound and picked a fight with like the biggest guy there.
That's like the thing, man.
I know.
Yeah, welcome to me in that fight against that like necro cleric dude, barbarian fighter, whatever the fuck he was that killed Tom.
Yeah, he was fun.
Fuck yeah, all right.
Fuck that dude.
What's that? He heals every round too?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, Lexi will just kind of go back and find Jace and just kind of hang out with her and just look
Alright.
really fucking happy with herself.
I will point out you're pretty well fucked up too.
Yeah, she'll kind
there's
of
new singe
wait
marks
until Jace
everywhere.
notices and just be like, "Yeah,
Yeah, you enter into
go
the
to-
warehouse and Jace, you're speaking with the doc about the upcoming bits and pieces of things that need to be done, and eventually you notice Lexi as she sort of closes the door, looking a little bit more beat up than when you last remember.
Oh, sweetie. I'm assuming he looks worse.
Oh, yes.
Good job then. You got it on tape?
I left it outside. If you find it, it's yours. I hit the button, so it worked.
See, I'll just have a data tab done to it or something. Maybe I can find it later. All right. Well, do you want something, or are you okay just sitting there like that?
Uh, to be honest, I feel like I might be bleeding out a little.
Okay, so let me scan you then. Hold on, sweetie.
I think
As you
there's some
look-
internal bleeding, but that's where the blood
As you look
belongs.
over it, as you look over Lexi, like the impact points are definitely bruised and they're kind of singed. You notice that around the impact points themselves, the muscle is slightly cooked. But yes, Lexi certainly has 2 broken ribs.
So I'll tell Lexi, and I go, well, I can give you something for the pain, and and I can give you a Lazarus patch. And let's see what else I can do for you here.
Last patch won't really help.
No,
It
Lazarus, yeah.
hurts. I think a little. Yes, it does. It does hurt when I burp. I did drink a lot of vodka
Let
before
me see
this.
what I have here. What
You get
meds?
med kit, but
Yeah,
really
that's
what
fine.
Lexi needs is sit down and recover for a while.
Oh my god, that was a monster. I'm sorry.
That's pretty
So
loud.
No, that was just in character. It's fine.
Okay. Speeds. No, I want to save this for combat. Okay, we'll save that one.
Yeah, I think you can just do a natural roll, right?
I can do natural, and I can also use a maid kit with it that supposedly makes it better. All right, so yeah, with mid. Let's see.
Oh wait, you can like stack that?
It says level 2 stims. Blah 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 blah. I get 1d6 heal, but then plus I get, I believe Raven said I get a +3 while being in this lab, or +2 or something like that.
You get a
Oh,
plus. You get a plus when being in your med bay because you know where, or you get a +1 from being in your med bay because you know where everything is.
Okay, so let me just go ahead and roll.
You're
for
not
heal,
doing
right?
genetic mods right now.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna do a roll for standard heal.
Yep, with a +1. Yeah, without a +1, it'll just be a straight roll.
Okay, if I use the med kit, though, it'll be a 3d6
Mm-hmm.
roll.
Yep.
Could I do both? One's med kit and then one for the regular roll.
If you use a med kit, you can do the 3d6 roll, and that will be for healing, which is fine, but you can only really apply that healing once a day, I think.
yeah. I think there's a 24-hour rule whenever you apply
Yeah.
it for healing.
Okay.
I think I understand. I think that's what it said. I can look it up, but
Don't quote
Says-
me. I'm drinking.
Well, let me look here. I have
That's
it right
fine.
here. I have it all written out right here. So.
okay, yeah, you're probably going to be able to get to it even faster than me.
Says if I do care, it's okay. For injuries and contains the necessary tools in terms of long term. Yeah, it's for long term use. Okay.
Okay.
Care will be a 2d6, but I get the bonus because I have it. Patient is treated. If I hit a 12, it runs out. It is 1 day use.
Let me
So I
see here.
could do that.
Yeah.
How much hit points did you lose in total?
Sure, let me count here. 16.
16. All right.
All of them.
I have uno.
Yes, is the answer.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, you can heal 1d6 heal skill points per damage for every injury wounded the person has received. It can be applied to target once per day. Okay. Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna do the regular heal roll. It doesn't say I can't do them both at the same time though. Let's just do regular heal roll.
Yeah, but the other one is long-term care. So I would
Yeah.
say after Lexi spent, say, a solid, day, half a day to a day of just kind of chilling the fuck out, you
Holy
can do
crap.
that one.
Is that 12 hit points?
That's what I healed you for. Yeah. That's using my
What'd you say?
regular heal.
Yeah.
Okay.
I am a doctor.
Well, Lexi's gonna just kind of wake up and well, kind of get out of her haze and just kind of look around, get her senses, and thank you, doctor. I did not get to use my my psych patch, so I will be using it now and doing exercise for however long it lasts, and then I will wipe out for a while. Okay, bye.
Hold on, Lexi. Doc, do we
What?
have like canisters we can let her use for like additional weights?
Sure. Those ones over there will be fine, I suppose. They're just filled with refuse anyway.
All right, Lexi, just don't break those open and you're good.
How much do those weigh? It looks like measly whatever amount. I don't care. I don't think I
Bind
could
together.
do that without much struggle at all.
All right, Lexi, don't get in any trouble. I don't need to patch you up again for a little while, right?
She'll just slap the psych on her and be like, "This is nothing. I could do this all day," and she'll just fucking start lifting.
Okay. All right, Doc, let's get to work.
All right. Um, the doc wants to sort of prep stuff for the following day, since it's about 2 in the morning at the moment. So that's what you guys get to work on.
Okay.
At least for now. It's just sort of prepping all the samples and everything for the next day's patient load. Meanwhile, back at the ship. As Tex and Girani sort of return to the ship after their trash dumping experience, Leaf.
Yep.
You get a message. I will read it to you here. On the same alert. All hands, this is Captain Setter of the Fenrir. We have identified a ship now classified as an enemy of the S-born. All capable hands are required to respond. We need ships in the system's asteroid belt. Get a ship. Get out here as soon as you can. We will smoke them out. Any ship will be compensated, and the Fenrir will be the one to engage the target. That is all.
Get details on said ship.
No further details beyond that.
Okay. I'll let everyone else know. We got
Okay.
a potential job.
The actual direct words are there.
But you send this to everyone?
All right. What do you say? We've been going for almost 2 hours. Let's take a quick 5-minute break. While you guys decide how you want to deal with that, I will be hanging out, but I could use a bathroom break
Yeah,
and and grab some stuff. So let's
I
take a
have to
quick
also
fiver.
break the steel shit. I'm not that drunk, I swear.
You
You have
be
to
sure
break
about
it.
that?
These
Yeah.
are pretty big beers. I don't know, man.
What you drinking?
Let's take a quick fiver. Let's just call it 10 minutes, and we'll meet here back on the hour.
White Claw.
Don't make me puke, dude. No, I'm drinking tall cans of Heineken.
Could be worse. At
Oh
least
no,
it's not
I
bad.
had some.
That's not bad.
Oh, I got some like awesome selections down here. Like all like the Mexican imported stuff. It just fills
Ew.
the walls. It's amazing.
Where'd you
Oh,
go?
You like that Mexican piss water?
Some of them were good.
Are you kidding me? Some of their beers are hard, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure, we'll go.
Lately, my go-to has been Kirin, though. I like that as a everyday type thing.
I used to do IPA for a while, but
I have this one that I can't stand right now. I loved it about a year or two ago, and now I'm like, it's too rich for me. And it's called Dragon's Milk. Have you seen that yet?
no, I haven't even heard of it.
Babe, can you hand it to me so I can look it up?
I have.
Oh, okay, hold on. Let me grab it.
I know that shit.
Oh, dude, I bought the sickest. All right, does anybody like Dragon Ball Z? First off, anybody?
Yes. I have
right.
Vegeta and Reddit's right there on my desk.
I'll be back.
I found the dopest Vegeta figurine at Target the other day. It is dope. I'm gonna take a picture of it right now.
Are you
It is
talking about
so
the
nice.
one that's like about 6 inches?
Yeah, he's in an action pose. He's
Yeah.
got red hair.
Yeah. Me and Evil saw that when we went there 2 days ago.
Yeah, I totally bought it. Yep.
Nice. I'm like, oh, I don't know. Should I buy it? No. Okay, I don't want to spend that much money right now.
No, it was actually epic because not only did I buy that, but I found a couple Rick and Morty action figurines. So there's a
nice.
little Morty that's like clutched underneath Vegeta's like underarm here. That's like kind of underneath him, and he's got this other arm, so it looks like he's protecting Morty while he's kind of going after all these Dragon Balls. Like it's. I gotta take a picture of this.
Nice.
It's fucking dope as hell. I made a little scene. I think it was the last one I bought, actually. So yeah, you guys may have seen the one that I bought. It is so dope. It's really detailed. Well worth it. I hate Target so much, but I love them.
Yeah, we've only been going like once every 3 months lately because of COVID.
Well, I start warning my wife. I'm like, "Do you really want to go there? I'm gonna be ended up spending like $60. Come on, don't do that to me."
Yep. Yeah.
Dude, I don't know what's going on, but today it's like everybody and everybody else decided that they just wanted to go out and like do stuff today. And I've seen
Sucks.
so many people. What? Of course. Oh, of course not. Yeah. Well, I know that you guys are nerdy enough to know that you're smarter. So yeah, just yeah, be careful of them crazies. What are you talking about?
Okay, so
Oh yeah.
where do you upload that? I'll upload my desk.
Oh yeah, I guess I don't want to upload too.
Are we putting our photos in general? Yeah.
Yeah, why not? Go for it.
Sure.
I'll be right back. I gotta break the seal, by the way. I kept forgetting because I
Alright,
kept
so this is
drinking and
my
talking
desk.
about
This is
Dragon
my
Ball Z. All right, bye.
since we're talking about it, this is what I have on my desk for my figurines. Okay.
Not the same thing, but
Oh, nice.
Very nice. None of my stuff is up anymore. When I moved, I just didn't ever put it back.
Well, if you look at my streams, you see all the stuff we have behind us. Giraffes.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, I've seen.
And we just keep adding to it. As we were telling Lexi, our last run to Target, we got 3 more up there.
Yeah, if I ever had a spot that I felt like was going to be a permanent place to stay, I'd set something up like that. But I don't know. It's always been a thing for me where I want to be able to pack up all my crap in an hour and be gone if I have to.
I understand that, but with my dad's passing,
I get that.
It's helped.
Yeah, Saber and I are very similar that way. We both can pack everything we actually give a crap about into our vehicles and be gone in no time if we have to.
Oh, if I'm worried about my essentials, the only thing I'm packing up is some clothing and my computer. I'm gone.
Oh
The
no,
rest
no.
of the stuff can stay.
Everything. Literally everything I own.
Mm-hmm.
It'll fit
I
in my truck.
witnessed.
Yeah, that's true. She did. She actually saw my truck full of literally everything I owned.
The only thing I don't have right now is a truck, but if I did, I could pack everything that I wanted, or everything I owned into that if I wanted to. But right now, it's just everything I care about.
I'd need probably 2 trucks. Nice thing is half
Well,
of
if
it's
you're
still in the
including
garage.
mine.
Half of it's still in the garage. So
True.
Hey, Saber, what are you driving these days, by the way? Just out of curiosity.
It's a 07 Silverado extended cab.
Okay, nice.
So it's got just enough room for everything that I own.
Well, I've been looking at potentially switching from my Outback to a truck just because maintenance work tends to favor that
Yeah.
sort of thing.
I like my FJ Cruiser. It can, I take the seat, put the seats back down, and I have a ton of space back there. I don't have to worry about any weather.
I love that thing.
I put all my computer parts back there when I'm moving all the computer stuff around.
I will say, like, my Outback is solid as hell. Like, for what it is, it's really good because there's a huge amount of internal space. But she's getting old, and she's gonna need some repairs soon. And I don't know if I want to spend the money on an 07 Outback. So
Well, you could do
Jesus.
the what's that? Is it Auto Trader or is it a different company? You can look there to see if you can get a decent price and trade in yours with them.
Wait, hold on. If you're looking for cars, dude, go with who's the rental place? Enterprise?
no, the Hertz thing, yeah. My
Yeah, buy
problem,
from them, dude. They
Yeah.
don't give a shit about selling cars. They only care about
Mhm.
rentals. It's always where their bread and butter's at. So
yeah.
I mean, all the
Well,
cars
and
that they
they
have.
have a bankruptcy sale right now, so it's even better.
Oh
The
no
problem
shit.
is, the problem is for me, my credit is only now just coming up from absolute dog shit to just mostly dog shit. So I'm probably gonna hold on to this Outback for probably through the winter, and then pick up a car or truck or whatever I get.
Kai, what is that? Your Mandalorian riot helmet?
Yeah, actually.
Jesus,
I
That's
had to
exactly
post.
what it is.
that's
I had to
awesome.
post mine in.
That's
I had to
badass,
post
dude.
mine in planning there, but that's the Vegeta I was talking about.
Yeah, I was just gonna say
Oh,
that
nice.
Vegeta's badass.
Oh yeah, that is what we
Right?
saw.
Right?
In the
Yeah, that's legit.
the Dragon Ball you have back down there. I got 3 of those. And I got one
Bro,
of
I'll pay
Vegeta.
you if you got the 4. No, I got the 4. I got the 6. I got this shit. I just knocked everything
Well,
over.
don't-
Never mind.
Well, don't get all 7, or who knows what
Which I
shit's gonna
have.
happen.
This is the only time I'm ever like, maybe we should do this on webcam just so I can see Busty knocking shit over.
No,
That would be
no,
hilarious.
no. Right? Like, I should take a picture of everything else. It's just, dude, if you see up on the second shelf there, everything is like knocked the hell over. Like, it is not good. What? Where? What?
Above Vegeta.
It's in your food bag.
What? What?
What's the black thing on the second shelf? Is what he's asking.
Oh, the black thing on the first thing up there on the right?
Right on
That's
top.
I think it's like a wait, is it magnetic?
No,
it's
on the
not.
left.
It's a onyx or whatever. The far left.
Above Vegeta's arm.
The blue
The gray thing.
on top of the blue.
Oh, actually, I'll take a
looking
picture of
thing.
it. It's a pretty dope looking. Actually, yeah, I'll show you.
Yeah, I used to have all my model kits out, like all my Gundams, but I don't want to get them out anymore.
I still
'Cause
want
it
to
would
get some of
require
those
me-
someday.
What's that?
I still want to get some of those someday. Like,
Dude, they're so much fun.
yeah, there's a couple that I actually like to have, but someday when I'm settled down.
Dude, I mean, honestly, I have 3 or 4 unbuilt
This
boxes
is what
of.
he gave me as my third thing. Sorry.
Oh, you're good. I have like a box full of like probably actually thinking about it, like 5 or 6 unbuilt models. If you want me to, I'll send you one.
No,
I'd go.
I have like 5 or 6 Lego kits that need to go together, but I've kept them in boxes because
me too.
I don't want to have to break them down and then move. I'll just build
Yep,
them
me too.
after. Yeah,
100%.
All right,
100%.
That's
it's not that I
like
have a shortage of things.
bad guy character that I saw. I can't remember where I got it, but I saw it and I was like, dude, this guy's dope. So I just picked him up. But
Damn, all right.
yeah, that's what that gray thing up there was. He was just knocked over because my son's bedroom is on the other wall, and he's on a bunk bed up top, and he likes to kick the wall a lot. So pretty much everything that I've set up here, I've put up like every day. it's been knocked over. So
You had a
Um,
Super Saiyan bargain sale over there on that fucking shelf.
Busty, is the picture above that what I just put up? Is that what you wanted?
what?
The picture you posted. Look above it.
Oh, that. Shit. Let me see what I've got.
Which
I've got
Dragon
the-
Ball did you want?
Okay, I've got
Yeah,
the
which-
1, I've got the 4, I've got the 3, and I've got the 7.
Okay, so if I find more, I'll let you know. But I got 3 of the 4-star right now.
Yeah. As soon as I saw them, I was like, I'm buying every single one. And yeah, they just had those 4.
Well,
so.
if we see
let
the
you know if
sky
I get
darken and
more.
it's daytime and it's not an eclipse, we'll know what the fuck's going on. It's either the end of the world or, well, it could still be the end of the world, so never mind. Great
Oh, bro.
Dragon, I wish for the fucking end of the world.
If I become a Super Saiyan, things are changing. That's all I'm gonna say.
Well, yeah, the red hair is when he's in. The red hair is when he's in God mode, right? One of the God mode stages.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's the coolest thing about it is that I don't think Vegeta's actually gone into God mode except for during the World Tournament, like one time, and that's when he
the
went
Broly movie.
ham.
Yeah.
He did it in the Broly movie as well.
Oh,
actually
did he?
never
Oh,
went-
he
yeah.
did. Oh, that's
In,
right.
in
Oh,
the
that's
tournament,
right. Yeah.
he never went God mode. He went Super Saiyan Blue.
Oh,
right
it
away.
was during. Okay, all right. So I got it mixed up. That's right. Okay. Yeah, but I
Although-
remember he went like straight up. He just slapped the hell out of the.
Oh yeah, dude, yeah, he's a fucking beast. Ever since you mentioned it a couple of months ago, at this point, I've actually started reading the manga again, like as it's done its monthly release, and holy shit!
Right.
Oh, I
Right.
love Vegeta so much.
Right. Okay, we should probably get back to the game. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I didn't mean to derail us.
Speak for yourself, nerd.
Hey, Kai, do you
Kind of hard
mount
to see, but there's a whole
camo?
bunch of my miniatures that I picked up recently.
Kai, do you mount a camera on that helmet or a light, or what do you do? Okay. Now, are you making this your motorcycle helmet or? Okay, okay, just checking. Oh, so like it's a paintball mask.
Oh, bro, you can put some like crazy. What are those? They're the new like chip mounted lights, and they've got like. Oh, you got space for like one that's got like 10,000 lumen. You could be like the actual sun at night and just
No.
light up people and be like, "Oh, there you are," and just pop them during like paintball events.
The new
Oh, you
Judge
would
Dredd.
destroy, man.
Actually, one thing you could do is go to Home Depot and get one of those coast lights and cut out the shell. And with a little bit of modification work, it could look really fucking good. Plus, they usually have adjustable like inspection light settings that you could adjust so that you could change the width of the beam. Be fun.
Even though they're cool as fuck.
Oh, nice.
See. God, that takes forever to load. For me, for some reason.
I'm still loading.
There we go. Oh yeah, those were legit.
Although I might get one later when I'm slightly more settled and it's okay to go outside and, pursue my old hobbies again.
So like 5 years from now.
Yeah. When COVID's just a seasonal thing and everybody can handle it.
Yeah, like I said.
Yeah.
Yeah, once they accept it as the common flu and like I know in that kind of family, just a seasonal thing that will just sweep by because that's pretty much what it's going to be.
Scene.
From what I
Basically.
read, that's probably going to be sometime probably mid next year.
Yeah.
God, I
Yep.
hope 2021, yeah.
So I love the color of the infantry helmet, but I am in love with the heavy gunner helmet.
No, yeah, you can choose a color for
that whole armor set is awesome.
Mm-hmm. It's just, cost you an arm and a leg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just the helmet. The armor itself for the heavy gunner's $400.
Is that just for the helmet or is it for the whole set?
Okay, hold on. Let me. The gauntlets are 16. So the whole thing will cost you about $960 before taxes.
Okay.
Are you thinking about getting one?
Yeah.
There's also cheek inserts for $40 and a cod piece for 140.
Okay, back to the game.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
You bring up cod pieces, we're going back to the game. That's how
There
this
it is,
works. Okay, so you just got that message and relayed it to various people. I think everybody. What are we doing?
Hey, didn't I'm just gonna heard a text like, hey, didn't we hit an S-born base?
Yeah.
Would that be possibly us? As I'm pointing towards my fucking compad.
I don't know what's on your. God, let me read the fucking thing because I don't think Leaf sent the text out to all of us, did they?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Oh, he did. Oh, okay. Then I don't know. I don't think we left any survivors, and I don't think they would have had time to get the message out. But it's possible, or they could be working with whoever it is that knows about the captain.
I thought I
Well-
scrubbed everything.
Lexi is currently on psych, so her response would be she's gonna drop whatever the fuck she's using as a weight, and she's just going to be Isborn. You mean those sexual shit little babies? I will destroy every single one of them. Where are they?
They're in spaceships in the asteroid belt, and I don't think you can punch a spaceship. So just throwing that out there.
Text, don't give her the idea.
Please, I need location. I must break things.
Yeah, in the asteroid belt, in space.
Why are they not coming here?
They probably will with multiple ships.
Please bring them. I will kill all.
Great, cool. All right, keep lifting, girl. You're doing great.
I'll keep lifting. Okay. She'll keep doing that. These pieces of shit little weights, they are nothing. I could do this all day. That's her response. That's all you get.
More than I expected.
I'm assuming I'm busy, so I probably didn't notice it.
How
At least
much
not yet.
control over the rear gate do we have? Like, could we disable its hydraulics so it's just like, just held down by gravity?
Or, if you want, I could probably set some sort of system up so it'll only allow us on board.
I was more just thinking something to try and give Lexi to lift that she can't. Just do fucking squats with the back gate of the ship.
Well,
the
no,
ramp.
Lexi can do squats with the the armor pieces or the full sets of armor.
I guess you could try and like lift parts of the mech because that thing's pretty fucking big.
Like just bench press pieces, like an arm and a leg piece.
Yeah,
you know.
If you think she doesn't
Well, 'cause
max
the
out
armor
bench
isn't that
presses
much,
at
but
over
the
500
mech.
pounds, you're wrong.
Just be aware that like physical damage is a thing, and if Lexi picks up too much, she can like actually hurt herself real bad.
Well, if she keeps saying this is nothing, this is shit, then eventually we're gonna have to just ramp up the scale until she goes, okay, this is actually a little heavy.
Make her lift the fucking 4x4.
And then she breaks her back,
Yeah,
she's
exactly.
paraplegic, and then what?
Yeah, that is
and
her
then
fault.
we install a mechanic.
No,
in
don't
spine.
do that to my character, you fucking bastard!
Turn her
She's
into
too
more of a
dumb not to know
cyborg.
the
To
other
be
difference.
fair, you did it
No.
to yourself in a certain
That's true.
roundabout way.
I did. If you guys want to manipulate her, just go right ahead. She is pretty stupid.
Oh, man.
Anyway,
All right. Well, in that case, so to answer some questions anyway, yes, you could disable the hydraulics and have it sort of lock itself.
No, it's fine. Never
To an
mind.
extent.
I was.
Yeah.
We could have her lift stuff on the mech if we wanted to, like just a leg. But never mind.
Yeah,
I forgot
you
about that.
could. You very well could, or the shuttle.
Oh,
'Cause
that's
that
true
would also
too.
work.
Yeah. Hmm.
Okay. Meanwhile, yeah, everybody who did get the message, actually, Jace, I think your tablet would probably beep as a little notification.
Okay.
You would have at least been aware of it. Whether or not you choose to just sort of ignore it or not is entirely up to you.
I think I will, just because I'm surrounded by people I don't want to overhear or see me do anything with it. So I'll just probably glance at it and put it away.
Okay. All right. So what's our goal here? Sorry.
Sleep, and then in the morning go down to the thing with Girani,
Okay. Easy enough to do. Go ahead
and
if you want
then
to move the tracker.
figure out what the fuck we're gonna do about the small armada that's forming in space to come find us.
Yeah, I'm just going to leave my laser rifle here, mostly because I can't conceal that.
All right. Well, the one thing is that Leaf, you would know that you would be expected to respond within 12 hours.
Yep.
Saying you're coming or going or incapacitated or something. I guess for you, you would also know that typically speaking, that's something that would up your, assuming you joined and did well on this little impromptu thing, that's something that would up your status pretty high, assuming you did a good job.
Okay.
Just pointing that out. That's all.
Yep.
All right. Moving on. You guys sleep through the night. All's quiet on the mid-tier front, I guess. Oz, you have another day out, and yeah. So morning comes. Jace, you're pretty exhausted at this point. You guys have been prepping the whole time. The doc probably went to sleep like an hour or two ago. Caught a little bit of sleep
Quick
himself. I
question:
don't know about
do
you.
we gain health points when we sleep?
Yes, you do. I need to find.
Is
the
it like one a
rate.
day, I think, or something like that, right?
No, it's different than that, and I need to
Oh,
find
okay.
it again. There is a thing about that. I need to find it again because I had it open because I was like, oh, we're probably gonna need to do this, and then I switched and
Yeah, I didn't want to
somewhere
mention
else.
it, but
No,
yeah,
you're fine.
yeah.
I don't think it's system strain. Let's see here. Let's do it this way. Okay, so you are on a TL4 plus planet. You regain 1 HP per level per day of rest.
Ah.
So you regain 2 HP today.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah, no worries. That is something to keep in mind. Cool. I probably won't remember that because it's a weird system, but I dig it.
Okay, so my question is, would I have enough time to go back to the ship to rest up and take Lexi with me, or is it more of a I just conked out on a cot and
It's
thing?
kind of up to you. You guys could take the extra hour to go back if you wanted.
Lexi probably would have noted that she is kind of a health nut when it comes to her body. She's very specific, so she probably would have wanted a bed to sleep in.
Yeah, so we would have headed back to the
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And I will say, you can, at the end of today, you can roll for care, assuming Lexi doesn't get into another fight or something along those lines, or doesn't have any strenuous physical activity. If you want to do the med kit thing for long-term care.
Okay, I can do that when I get back to the ship, or just right
it'll be after a day.
Okay.
You need 24 hours of non-strenuous activity to chill the fuck out, and then you can start regaining HP. So, yeah. So you guys all wake up in the morning. Lexi and Jace are back at the ship. Actually, everybody's at the ship right now. And at this point, Jace, you would probably have seen the message. Actually, since you got back to the ship, you would have probably read it, I'm guessing. And as you guys all sort of wake up, and it's mid-morning now. You guys got back pretty late.
Okay. Is anyone awake then?
Yeah, everybody else has probably woke up before you did.
Probably catnapping at my station.
And Busty, the answer is yes.
Okay.
For now. Meanwhile, Leaf, you would know that you have maybe probably 3 or 4 hours to send a in-system response.
Okay.
So, what would you guys like to do? You're all aware of the message at this point, and aware of the plan to kind of start infiltrating, and also that there's that the individuals that are going after evil, or at least one of the individuals going after evil, seems concerned with a ship. It's kind of a lot of weird little threads going on. What do you guys want to do?
Well, I figure we drop the kid off at school and then try and take care of this ship issue, whatever it is.
I'm going to load up an encrypted message before we go to the Hammerhead with whatever details I could have scrounged up so far about this bounty on Mirage.
Okay. You haven't really devoted a whole lot of time to it, so there's just you just kind of know that there's a bounty targeting Mirage for quite a bit of cash.
Yeah, and just say
and that
like this could be the person that, or people that I've been looking for, or we've been looking for.
Okay. Easy enough to do. Send that out. It's got a ways to get to Suna, but you send it out.
Lexi would probably go see Jace first thing in the morning and just let her know that she doesn't feel quite herself.
Okay, well, I can, treat you up some more
Just a little bit. I am almost feeling great. I am close.
Okay. And what time of the day is it now?
I'd say mid-morning. Let's say about 10 o'clock.
So we gotta wait a little bit then.
Okay, good.
So I'll just do a bio scan on you to see if there's any what else is going on, and I'll
Just
you,
the
like,
broken ribs, and you notice dehydration to a certain extent.
Okay.
From the
So-
psych. Just yeah.
Okay, so we need you to drink a lot of water. I'm gonna give you, some ibuprofen, or whatever they have.
Yeah.
Vodka,
And
ibuprofen, whatever. Okay, thank you,
no,
doctor.
no. We need you to rehydrate, not to drink alcohol right now.
My home, water is vodka. Come on, what do you say?
H2O. You need to drink H2O for a little while, and then later
H2,
tonight.
no, nerd. I do not drink that shit.
Fine, I'll make you an electrolyte drink. You'll drink that, and then come back later late this afternoon, and I'll do another session.
It better taste great.
You like strawberries?
What the fuck did you say?
Do you like strawberries?
Whatever. Sure. Okay.
Okay, it'll be a strawberry drink. No, okay, here. Just put this in the vodka that you like a little
Do you
powder.
make fun of me right now?
No, you said you like vodka,
D-
right?
uh,
That's what it is. You call it vodka. What is vodka? I don't know what vodka is. But you called it vodka. So here, put this in your vodka.
I fucking slam down 2 glass. Like, having walked in and heard all this shit, I walk in carrying 2 glasses, slam them both down. They're both clear fluid. There, drink both of those, all right?
You dare me drink that, you little baby. I drink both. Easy. And she'll just slam them down.
One is water, one is vodka.
What? You betray me. I do not believe this.
I turn around and fucking walk out of the room.
Okay, Lexi will begrudgingly just kind of drink whatever the fuck the doctor says because she's smart enough to know the doctor's smarter than her, so she'll do what she says.
All right. Okay, you start to feel a little bit better drinking water, actual water.
I probably should actually.
Yeah, you probably should.
Nah,
It's
I'm
usually a
good.
good idea. You are Lexi. Okay, I get it. But after a few hours, yeah, you're doing better now.
All right, yeah,
Um,
sure. All right, cool.
Over the course of the next couple hours, anyway, you'll start feeling better. Okay, you are still. So I don't think anything else really changes at this point. At this exact moment, until a little bit from now. So, if you guys have anything you want to do or discuss before you decide on, or to decide on what your plan is.
I'll
Now's
talk to
probably
Leaf
the
before
time
we
to
head
do it.
out. I just want to ask him, hey, is there any word on when they're wanting to move up there? Or is it just sort of gathering everybody they can get in the system? I assume to find the captain, or maybe it's our ship. I don't know. I mean, I know it's our ship, but I don't know if they're looking for us, if they're looking for her.
Let's see here. I'm not sure if they're after us.
Okay. Well,
We're not in the asteroid belt.
well, no, but they might be gathering to come find us. I don't know. I'm just speculating at this point. So if you can find anything else out while we're taking Durrani down, that'd be really helpful.
Raven, how much time do I have left to respond? I know it's pretty soon.
Yeah, about 3 hours.
Okay. I can try and respond and see about getting some more information.
Yeah, that'd be good. We'll take Durrani down, and then we'll see what we have to do once we get back up here. If they're heading this way with a small fleet, then we'll want to probably move the ship or something. I don't know. If they're trying to smoke us out, then that changes things a little. I don't know. We'll see. I'll take Durrani and come back up.
I'm just pointing out, I don't exactly think they're after us, but if they are, then, well, I guess they made a mistake calling it out. It seems weird that we would be in the range of their signal if they were calling for us, but I guess I might be wrong.
If it
Well,
does
my
happen,
concern is that it might be the folks that were here trying to kill the captain before, and maybe they tried to enlist the mercenaries' help.
Yeah, I feel like that would still preclude them from getting our ship and their message, but either way, do come back. Well, take your time, I guess. Don't know how what this thing's gonna last, but I should have your bubble seal done by lunchtime.
Oh, awesome. Cool. Well, we'll head on down then.
All right, who's going down?
Well, I think me, Durrani, and Jace, right? Anybody else?
To where?
Down to basically drop off, essentially drop off Girani to see if we can get him on the inside.
Oh,
Although I
yeah,
did-
Lexi's definitely not going.
I had a thought about that, by the way.
Yep.
You know how they have, or like, one of the cops came in with a prisoner that was a splicer that he brought from the underground and is just throwing into a pen somewhere for illegal activity?
Yep.
You know what would really endear them to their cause? If,
It'd be tough to get him
say-
out.
Yes.
well, not if they know that we are trying to be double agents and to work for them and get some information in.
Yeah, we could try that.
It's an idea.
Yeah, that's worth checking, I guess.
As long as no word slips out that we're on the inside with the cops, then, having us either pay a bail or stage a fake getaway could go a long way to making him a bit more supported. But for now, maybe better just to keep it simple.
Yeah, well, that's not a bad idea. I think it'd be worth it to go and mention it to them and see what they say at least, because they may be unwilling to do so, but we can at least check and find out.
So,
Okay, so in that case, on the way down there, we will instead stop at the station and talk to the detective.
All right. Yeah, you see him as he's just kind of walking in. You can tell, like, he's got a big glass of essentially coffee, or a mug of coffee. He sort of looks at you, very much only half awake, and okay. You said you wanted to see me. What's up?
Morning. We had an idea. Are we in his office, or are we like? Is he walking?
Yeah.
into it?
He would sort of walk up, grab you,
Okay.
pull you into his office.
Okay, cool. Then, well, we had an idea, and I realize it's early, so this will be probably sound a little bit strange, but in order to get in the good graces of the folks down there, we thought that it, if at all possible, might be beneficial to show a sign of good faith to them by maybe bringing back that prisoner that you guys got in last night, if assuming that they're still in the station.
Yeah. I think that the one they brought in last night's still here. We would need some time for processing, and I'm not gonna lie, if you just walk in there and say, "Hey, you're coming with me," that's actually not gonna go well. He'll think something's up.
Right, of course. It'd have to be some sort of staged escape or something, you know.
I think that's not a bad idea. I think it could be. I think we have a better way of doing that. There is there's a processing station not too far away that he's going to be going to anyway. In probably a day or two. If your inside guy can relay that information, that'd be a much better setup, and it doesn't put the people here in danger, and it doesn't look like our police headquarters got broken into, because that would be not great. You got to keep a certain image to keep the public happy and feeling safe. But if a random paddy wagon got hit, that's not uncommon.
Not a bad idea.
I think, and it would be a lot more believable. So, yeah. I'll see what I can do to set it up, but I think that's your better bet.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. That sounds pretty good. We just need the information on when that exchange is going to happen, what route it'll take, that kind of stuff.
Yeah. I guess the question is, do you want to do that before going down there or after? Because I need a few more hours with the guy. Well, I don't, but yeah, like the interrogator does.
Well, if we're just taking information, then we don't necessarily need to. I mean, we can do that while you're.
That's
Yeah.
my point. Is do you want to just go with the information, or were you planning to take him with you.
Oh no. We can just take the information. I think that'd be fine. You bring up a good point. We're kind of hoping to just sort of take our fella here down and just kind of drop him off, and then see. That way we're not putting too much pressure on them and making it seem shady by all hanging out there too long. But yeah, if we had some information to go on, he'll be able to work his way through whatever organizations are down there and that kind of thing.
All right. Give me about 20, 30 minutes, and I'll have something for you.
Sure thing. We'll come check back in then.
All right. And he sort of gets up with sort of a groan and walks sort of off down a set of stairs somewhere, and leaves you be for a few.
I'll go back to the ship with Jason Girani and just kind of hang out there for a little bit. I'm going to pull Girani aside and kind of just tell him, all right, so we're going to send you down with some information. Now you're going to have to figure out who you got to talk to about that. I also want you to mention the body that we saw in the dumpster. Now, obviously, the gentleman that we just spoke with, the detective, doesn't know that we know about that. But I think that would be very important to share with those folks so that they know what kind of things are going on up here. And we can try and sort of get things hopefully sorted out for the best for everybody.
Well, there will definitely be questions as to how I got to see that without getting beaten up, judging by the normal treatment.
Yeah, true. You were obviously up here, you found some kind of information, so you must have been on some kind of either trying to maybe some kind of like splicers' rights movement or some rebellious shit. I don't know. They probably got something like that going on down there. So just trying to figure out information on freeing your splicer brother kind of thing, I suppose. I'm just throwing out random ideas here.
Well, do we have any more trash?
Probably. I imagine that Lexi could make some trash real quick out of something that we don't care about too much. But there may be 30 bottles up there that are empty for all we know.
Yeah,
Up at the
at that
lodge
point,
lot.
like Girardi's fur starts like standing up a little bit more. I really don't want to go up there. Well, all right. You know what? I'm just gonna go find some trash, throw it out. I'll be back.
All right. Wait. Isn't there like a ton of fucking trash in that comms room that you're using upstairs?
Probably still there.
Yeah.
Like
Maybe
I'm
we
like
should go clean
dead
that shit
stopped.
out.
Like maybe. Yeah, I'm gonna take like a fucking half hour to clean that shit out.
Okay. All right. As you sort of finish up throwing the last gently used paper plate into the trash.
Oh, God. Yeah, it's still good.
Right. Tex, you get a message back saying the plan is to move the prisoner in the following day around 1:30 p.m. to a secondary sort of processing center that sits about 10 miles away through Midtown.
All right.
So you have a location, and they give you the rough route that they're planning to take. Seems to be a lot of back streets for the most part, just to keep any issues down. Either that or give you a better opportunity. But yeah.
While I'm throwing the trash out, I'm gonna try to find the right moment to snap a line shunt onto the police data cable.
Okay. So I'm not gonna necessarily make you roll for this, but as you're sort of messing around out there, you sort of purposely, but try to make it look fake. Drop some of the trash. It rolls over towards that post, and you head over there to pick it up.
Yeah, I'll kick it a little bit.
Yeah, there aren't too many people back here for the most part, even though it's during the day. You managed to snap a line shun on, at least onto the cable for the camera.
All right, and I'll just kind of leave it at that and head back in, double check
Okay.
my connection to it, see if I can access any records just for the camera.
Also,
Yeah, you only have access to the camera system, and it is part of a. You only have access to that, specifically the exterior cameras of the building. And it looks like the records that are kept go back for about a week.
Oh, excellent. I'm going to.
I write down on a piece of paper that note that I just typed out, and that goes to Johnny, just so you have the information as well, because you're the one that actually needs it.
Excellent. I will take a copy of the footage from when they took that fucking beat up as fuck guy out of the paddy wagon and save it locally.
Okay, easy enough. You know what time it was. You don't have to spend time searching. So yes, you can clip that out. No
Okay.
problem.
I will go ahead and I'll double check the information Tex just handed me, and yeah, I'm gonna start thinking about a little plan.
Was it less a little bit?
Probably. I'm gonna actually just grab Tex and say, hey, listen, here's my little plan. Hopefully it works. I copied some footage off the exterior cameras, and I'm gonna use that to tell them that if this guy is important, or since he's also a splicer and the cops are garbage.
Literally killing splicers? Yeah.
Yeah. From the same access point I found the footage from, I found a record saying the transit path he's going to take to reach the processing point, and use that as our chance to break him out.
I think that'll work. Shit, we didn't even get his name, did we? I'm gonna text the guy back and be like, "Hey, what's the details on the splicer, like name and that kind of stuff?" So that way we can ask around down there.
You get back a name. It's a single name. There's no last name. Of Jera, Jera.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think that'll work out. Just we'll go down there and maybe hang out for a little bit, but we'll just kind of drop you off and wing it and see what goes from there. I got to make sure that we're dealing with whatever situation comes up with the ship up here in case I gotta. Look, I'll be honest with you, Dronny. If things go south and ships start coming this way, I will probably take off in the ship, but then find some way back here. So just in case things go real downhill, just letting you know, I'm not going to try and abandon you. Just saying, I'm going to try and get away and then come back and we'll figure something out.
Don't worry. Oswald is the only other person with access to the comm rooms.
Okay.
You can get him in there and have him send me a message from there.
All right. Sounds good.
So, with that, Johnny, are you then making your way to the Low City?
Does our doctor have any more appointments to make that day?
Well, she's supposed to help out down there.
Yeah, I'm supposed to go down there to help out.
Yeah, and I'll go down just kind of as a, let's say, another guard, whatever, and then I'll end up leaving probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the three of you end up heading down to the Low City. Leaf.
Yep.
What was your plan?
First he was gonna see if he could get any information about their target,
Okay.
and then respond that some way, somehow, he will make it out there.
Okay. You get a response after authentication through sort of their little back channel thing, that they're not 100% sure what kind of ship, etc., that they're looking for, but they have localized a signal to the asteroid belt. So whatever they're looking for, it's in the asteroid belt. That's all they know, and that's why they need as many people as they can to canvass it, so that they can hunt out whatever it is.
Hmm. Wait, he's not smart enough to probably know that, or to try and figure that out. Okay.
Well, I mean,
Well, I mean, if
all
it's
that
standard
is
military tactic.
there. All that is there in the message, essentially.
Yep.
They're going to be hunting it down. Unfortunately, with the way that the signals are reflecting off of these primarily metallic asteroids, they have a vague idea of the location, but they're going to have to manually search through the field to find the actual
Where the
ship.
signal's
Because
coming
yeah,
from.
because it's at, as you get closer, it just seems like it's coming from everywhere, and there's
Yep.
no real way to pinpoint or lock onto a signal.
Not that Leaf would know anything about.
Right,
but
but basically that's
Yeah.
the basic information that they're going to give you,
okay.
and that they want everybody out there as soon as possible so that they can ferret this thing out.
Okay. He will relay that to the others.
Okay. So now all of you are in the same loop.
While we're riding down on the elevator, I assume we would have gotten that about that point. I will talk to Jace and just kind of say, "Hey, Jace, how do you feel about?" Wait, hang on, Leaf. Would you have first said that you replied that you said you would try and make it out there? Did you mention that?
He would. Yeah.
Okay.
If you guys wanted to come with, cool. If not, no biggie.
Okay, then yeah, I would talk to Jace on the way down the elevator because it's like a fucking 30-minute ride or whatever, and basically just say, "Hey, so how do you feel about staying close to Girani here, staying around here, doing some more work, getting some more money, and hey, then you get to spend more time working on these splicer folks. Does that interest you at all?"
Well, I already got what I wanted from the splicers. I'm only doing this because I promised the doc I'd help him out at this point. What do you need me to do?
Well, I've got an idea, and I don't know that it's a good one. But if Leaf is needing to go out into the asteroid belt, and I assume we could probably make some cash out there, but also we're trying to do this at the same time, which will take probably a few days, then I was thinking maybe not the smartest idea, but we could split our party and leave some folks down here to run this operation and then go into the asteroid belt for the other one.
Now, suffice to say, I still don't know what the hell you guys are trying to do. All I know is you need me to do this and that. That's all I've been privy of. I don't understand what you're trying to do, and honestly, I don't really want to know.
That's exactly it.
Yeah.
We're kind of gonna we're doing a job right now, is what we're trying to do, and it would be helpful to know more about these splicer folks, and
well, the doc knows
that way
nothing.
we'll be able to do our job.
He's basically all he's doing is
Yep.
he's here doing the job, like splicing people or adding mods or whatever. That's all he's doing, and then he's getting samples like what I do. That's it. So we can't get anything out of him. Well, the only thing
Right.
he is a good excuse for me to come down here.
Exactly, and that's exactly what I was thinking.
If you want me to do more than that, you need to be more precise of what you need me to try to do.
Well, I would say that Girani is more up to speed on what needs to be done, but I would say, Girani, you could let Jace in on things on a as you see fit basis. But again, it's more of like you can't lie if you don't know what the whole truth is. So
Yep.
I'm not trying to leave you in the dark to, put you in danger, just a matter of helping you out.
Plausible
I don't wanna know.
deniability.
Exactly.
Either way, it shouldn't affect you doing your job and making money here, because every extra bit of credit helps towards, making sure we have the supplies you need and we need on the ship.
Yeah, I need a lot of. I'm foreseeing a lot of meds needed for Lexi here.
Yeah.
What-
And also, honestly, just keep an eye out if anybody has to do any modifications or mutations that are more watery, aquatic. There we go. In nature.
Aquatic in nature. Okay.
Yeah, just take a note,
Sure.
but you don't have to write a whole paper on it.
I'll tell you this much, and then we'll do our little thing down here, and then I'll go back up to the crew on the ship and see what they think too. But what we're trying to do is just keep as many people as we can safe, and hopefully as happy as we can. But well, happiness is sometimes a little less important than safety. It's a gray line, but anyway, we're just trying to help people out. Is all we're trying to do, and make some money while we're doing it.
Honestly, if I don't know, then I can't get mad for something you guys do I don't agree with.
Exactly.
So, yeah, I'll just keep my ears out for aquatics, and then
Yep.
give him an excuse to be down here as my bodyguard.
Yep. You
That's fine.
two look out for each other, and then I'll keep you in the loop as much as I can when we figure out what we're going to be doing. So, just a thought I had.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, let's do this.
All right. It's relatively easy to get in. Nobody really gives you any grief. Jace, you head into the doctor's lab, where sort of final prep for the day is going on. Girani, you sort of slide into the crowd and start to get a feel for how people talk and stuff like that. Nobody really pays you too much mind, at least not initially. Tex, what are you doing? Because you do stand out a little bit more than everybody else.
Are we in that sort of square compound area?
Yeah.
Is that teacher guy around there that was teaching the kids?
Looking around, you can see, yeah, you do actually see him after a little bit, after maybe about 10, 15 minutes,
Okay.
sort of collecting some books and stuff. Looks more like he's setting up for the day, even though it's about noon. He seems like he's setting out essentially like one of those lawn chairs, well used, very damaged,
Right.
but a lawn chair, and he's got a couple books with him. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna grab Girani really quick and kind of just pull him aside and say, "Hey, so have you decided what you want to use for like a cover story? Or are you actually gonna be honest and say, hey, I'm a new splicer, or are you gonna try and say, hey, I'm from somewhere else?"
The less I lie, the less holes the story could have.
Exactly. Okay, then I have somebody I think I'd like to introduce you to, and I'm gonna take Girani over to the teacher guy.
Okay.
And I'll just walk over to the guy and reach out my hand to shake his. Obviously, not trying to be weird about it.
Yeah.
So
He looks at you sort of sideways. He goes, "I remember you. You were listening in the other day."
yeah, I rather enjoyed that history lesson that you were given. There were a lot of things that I didn't know about going on here on this planet, and well, I wanted to introduce you to my friend here who just came for the procedure, and he's a little new to all this stuff. But I thought that you two might be good to. Well, it might be good for him to know you because there's obviously a lot of information that you know about that I think the history is rather fascinating. But he's joining this life, so I figure he ought to know what he's really getting into.
All right, I can understand that. Pleased to meet you. My name is Dara.
Hi, you can call me Benny. And I did go reach out to shake his hand. This is all very new to me, but it's nice feeling actually stronger than I've been.
Well, you'll start to get used to it, and then some wish for more strength, and some not. It's all about finding the place where you're the most comfortable. I, for instance, am, well, I'm quite happy the way that I am. But I would not say that I'm overly strong or fast or anything like that. Just perceptive, I suppose.
Yeah.
Seems you've found a rather good life for yourself here, at least.
Oh, we make do with what we have. I find, it's important to pass down our history, lest it be lost.
Or repeated.
Struggles, that too. But the struggles here mean that the pressures and concerns of day-to-day life very often overrule the time and attention and sometimes pain that it requires to revisit and learn of the past struggles and difficulties. And so I, unfortunately, find myself having to teach the younger ones who have not yet fully come into those constant daily struggles about the past in hopes that they retain it for the future. I don't know if I've been successful, but I do what I can with what I have. And what I have is a couple of old books and a chair.
Well, at the very least, you're teaching them acceptance, and that is an incredibly important thing.
Well, if I may put it as bluntly as I can, it is much easier to accept the brother that is also crushed underneath a foot than it is to accept the ones that crush, but people are still people no matter what they look like, so we try, but with wariness, perhaps. No.
People always
Well,
seem to
go ahead.
people always seem to find a way to see who can twist somebody's arm the hardest. Had a little bit enough of that. Hopefully, I can fight back a little bit now, at least.
That's fair. Well, perhaps you would like to sit in with the others and learn what it is that we fight for, and perhaps it becomes a reason for you. And if not, so be it. It's not. Education can only be a good thing in the long run.
I agree.
And if you wish to sit in, I'm happy to wax poetical to just about anyone given the opportunity. So, if you don't mind, I'm going to go get a quick bite to eat before we start, and, well, then we'll have a lesson.
Of course.
Sure, I would like that.
It was a pleasure to talk to you.
Likewise, even for a surfacer. And he sort of nods at you with like this slight smile, saying he's just pulling your leg with that one, and kind of hobbles off. You can kind of see he's definitely in his older age. Not sure how old he is, but sort of hobbles off back towards what you assume is probably his house, where he's got some extra stuff. He leaves his books there on the ground and what looks like a small water bottle.
I'll kind of pull Johnny back to a quiet corner and just talk quietly to him and just say, "All right, well, kid, think you can handle this? We got to figure out what kind of a organizational structure they got in general. We got to figure out who we can talk to about what they're doing to splashers up there, and then who you can tell the information about the prisoner."
I'll work something out.
All right, I figured you seem pretty resourceful. What with all that happened on that ship back a couple weeks ago.
Well, story I'd rather not tell, but I think eventually that'll have to come out. But We'll just have to see. Just don't leave me down here too long, yeah?
Yeah, I'll try not to. I just don't know what's going to happen up there because who knows? You never do know what's going to go on. All right, I'll keep in touch though. I'll go find Jace and then head back up to the surface.
You find Jace inside the sort of warehouse makeshift lab. Probably working on gearing up for the first patient because it hasn't been very long.
Is the other doctor in there?
Yeah, he's off. The previous night they set up a second sort of station for modding, and they're pretty distant from each other, probably a good 30-40 feet away from each other, with the various with sort of like a control desk in between, and he is busy adjusting his stuff on the other side.
Okay. Kai, you said Benny earlier, right?
Yes.
For the name?
Yeah, Benny the Bengal.
Oh my god.
Easy name.
God damn it.
I'm gonna walk into the lab where the doc where Jace is and say a little louder than I actually need to because the other doctor's in there. I'll go, hey doc, you all set up down here?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Is there
All
anything
right.
you need before you head back up to the ship?
I was actually gonna ask you the same, but Benny, and I just kind of give her like a hard look of like, go with me on this. Benny is outside, so you still got some protection down here just in case. And I'm gonna head back up to the surface and tend to the ship.
Okay. Benny has your comm, right?
Yeah, we all got each other's numbers and all that, so we'll be able to keep in touch.
Then have fun. I'll see you later.
All right, sounds good. And I will head back up towards the ship.
Okay. About a half an hour later, you get back up into the ship. Meanwhile, down below, Jace, you take on your first patient, I guess. Who is looking
Victim.
maybe all a matter of degree. And your first one appears to be looking for more of a land-based, high-strength sort of splice. So, yeah, if you have kind of leaving it open to you to decide on what it would be.
I want to do a bobcat.
All
I want
right,
to see some of the
Bobcat.
bobcat ears. Yeah.
All right, easy enough. So you get started on that. Meanwhile, Jirani, you sit back and as several of the younger children sort of gather around and Dara begins sort of speaking, and we'll come to what he says probably next session. But meanwhile, back up at the ship, what are you guys all doing? Everybody that's sort of left up there.
Finally finishing off the bubble seal, so that's
Yep,
nice.
and that is done. That is done.
Cool.
Yeah, it's afternoon, so you're good.
Mm-hmm. Out of character, working on mech concepts. Moving on.
Yeah. Oswald emerges from his workshop after almost 5 days.
It's fucking done.
Just
I
stinking to high heaven, covered in grease and
I go
various
back into the
other
workshop.
materials.
Okay,
It's done. Throws it
let's-
at you and goes back inside.
Let's test it out. Fight me.
Well, oh no, it ain't like that. It's not something that's different kind of thing there, Lexi. But I appreciate you thinking that I could be worthy of being challenged.
Just angry Russian woman yelling in the background, thunk, and then something hitting a wall.
Yeah, basically.
All right, I gotta dip out of here. Later, go.
Okay.
Yep, too.
Yeah, we'll be wrapping up here in just a
Night.
minute anyway.
Yeah, cat.
Yeah. But yeah, everybody else?
I'm considering trying to reach out to that person again and see if they're at least see if I can sense them to see if they're still alive.
You can tell that whatever the little node thing is that sort of tells you that they're in system is still active. You can passively tell that
Okay.
much. At a minimum.
Okay.
But yeah, Leaf, you're coming up
Yep.
on like you need to respond and hopefully head out within an hour. Now
Yeah,
you're at the top of your 12 hours.
he did respond.
Yeah, but also head out.
Yeah.
That part.
You also have to be there. It's the main
And-
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's-
You need to start heading that way very soon.
As soon as I would have
Sure.
gotten up there, I would have found Leaf too. If you want to talk about
Okay.
that.
Mhm.
So let's go. Hey, Leaf, do we need to actually head up there pretty soon, or just talk
Within
about
the
it?
hour, yes.
Okay, well, and then I guess I'll gather everybody together as a crew or whatever, and just say, hey, does anybody want to stay on the planet? Because we don't know what all is going in. I would at least like to have Lexi and Ozzy and Leaf, so we have all our gunners and then our maintenance fella here, but our fixer. But if anybody else wants to stay here and keep an eye on Jace and Durrani, you're welcome to do so. Which
I'm not
I
leaving
guess,
this ship.
yeah, I guess it's just you left, actually, isn't it?
Yep.
Okay, never mind. All right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, let's I don't how long would it take us? Does it still take us like a day or two to get out to the asteroid belt, or is it pretty close? Oh, not that long. Okay. All right. Then yeah, I'll just say that. All right. So I set up the folks down on the lower level, and they're gonna Jace is gonna work for a while, Durrani's gonna see what he can find out. And yeah, we can go do this thing too. So kind of hate to split the group up, but time is of the essence, apparently.
Party has never led to anything bad happening.
Yeah, I know, right? Especially when you're like hours away by spaceship.
Is someone staying with me?
Yeah, well, we're all going.
You're on the
Yeah.
ship, right?
Oh, okay. The whole ship is leaving.
Yes.
Yeah. Literally, we're
Okay.
taking the whole ship.
All right. So if you guys are good with it, I'll say you guys sort of tell the station your intentions so that they know
Yeah,
to hold the
I
pad for you.
was literally
Easy
just gonna
enough to
say I'm
do.
gonna text them and just say, hey, we'll be back
Yep.
whenever, sometime.
Detective Dolan says that's fine. He'll just give them a heads up at least a few hours beforehand in case they need to use the pad for something else.
Okay, sounds good.
And it's easy enough to lift off with the ship and blast your way out of the atmosphere towards the asteroid belt. Asteroid belt lies not that far away, hence the 12-hour time. Interestingly, as you guys sort of get out of the planet's gravity well and everything,
Dun, dun, dun.
evil. Nothing happens exactly, but the further you travel from the planet and the closer towards the asteroid belt you get, the generally just sort of stronger the presences feel in your head. And at that point, Tex, you get a hail out from the asteroid belt itself, and a older gentleman, probably in his 40s, close cropped beard, appears on the screen, looks at you and says, I am Captain Setter, the Fenrir. Here are the coordinates to get to. Glad to have you. You will be compensated. But thanks for the help.
Not a problem, Captain. Always happy to help out for some nice credits.
Right. Well, either way, this is going to be a fun time. And you can see in the background of the screen individuals in very different power armor to what you saw with the Rojavans. These guys wear bulky, almost like Space Marine, but way more boxy looking power armor
Yeah, it's the
with big,
Yeah.
big ass motherfucking guns. And
So basically, the Brotherhood of Steel.
yep.
Or
No,
that, yeah.
well, I think Space Marines more accurate. These are what I think they are.
Yeah. But yeah, you can see them in the background, sort of mulling about and heading out through a door in the back. Yeah, he just sort of nods to you. Screen goes black, and the coordinates are there on a little readout below as you head off towards the asteroid belt. And evil, you feel the presence getting closer and closer as you do. That's where we're going to end for today. So we'll be going for
Okay
about
with
3
that.
hours, and
Yeah.
I'm hungry now.
Oh,
As the thing turns off, however, I do want to just Oswald will chime in through his helmet in the workshop and just say, "All right, I know that seems ominous and that we're going into a fight for our lives, but did you see that plating? It had to be some like high carbon concentrate. Anyways,
Yeah. Oswald nerds out on the armor.
Hey,
Um,
hey, Ozzy, is that what you want to turn that mech into?
yeah, something like that. Maybe a bit
Beautiful.
bigger. I've got actually a couple of design dogs if you want to note them. I've gotten some interesting ideas from that piece of pre-tech. In fact, I've thought of a way to maybe add a form of active camo to the mech, considering how much surface area there will be, and considering the power bank we can add underneath the surface could allow it to, and just yeah.
Oz
You know the
hasn't
deal.
talked all game, and he made up for it in the last 30 seconds.
Tex just slowly turns up the radio.
What's that
Amazing.
mech from?
The picture that I posted?
Yeah, the
That's
blue one.
that's a
From
Max suit from PlanetSide 2.
Yeah.
Oh,
Basically, it's essentially like an Iron Man suit, just with giant fucking guns. It's amazing.
And when they walk, you hear it.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
There's a
I haven't
thing
played
in
that
in
game.
PlanetSide that they call a max crash, which is when a ton of players basically zerg with those things, and it's a sight to behold.
I haven't played that game in years.
Yeah, I haven't either.
Apparently, the
Anyway.
Oh yeah, that is a max suit, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. They had a lot of visual stuff. Yeah.